Check, check.
Test 1, Mike. Test 2.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' right glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to Lincoln County High School, Death Valley, for a big-time local matchup tonight. The Lincoln County Patriots and the Danville Admirals set to do battle here. Both teams come in 3-0 on this young season. Lincoln County defeated Danville last year 42-0, but the Admirals have restocked the cupboard. They have a new head coach in Steve Stonebreaker, and they are coming to show the area Woods Adams that they mean business. An old rivalry renewed here, the Admirals and the Patriots.
Yeah, Brad, good to be again with you here tonight. Again, Dustin Oney is on vacation, I do believe, or somewhere. He's needing an excuse not to be here, so he's not. We wish him well wherever he's at, and probably traveling. But it is a great night for football. Sun is starting to set. The visitor side bleacher has a little bit of sun left on it, but the football field is in shade. The Patriots are lining up for the Big Red Sea Parade.
The Patriot Walk, it's for Death Valley Woods. They came down by the concession stand. Look like they're going back the traditional way as the team is rolling in now. This game also available on YouTube.com. If you are at home listening on the radio and want to watch it, you can simply go to YouTube and search WPBK-FM. The team arriving now through the end zone, and they all touch the tombstone there. Big-time matchup tonight. Lincoln County 3-0, Danville 3-0. Lincoln County has wins over Madison Southern, Estill County, and West Jessamine. Danville with wins over Fort Knox, Fairdale, and Anderson County. Lincoln County all-time only 3-24 against these Danville Admirals. And one of those 3 wins, Woods, was a forfeit victory. So they've only beat them twice. One of those coming last year. And the big thing, and talking to Coach Rogers this week, and what he's been telling the team is no 4-year class has ever beat Danville twice in their 4 years at the high school. So a big opportunity tonight for that to happen.
Yeah, it's a record we don't want to talk a whole lot about, but it starts again new tonight with the new era of Steve Stonebreaker. Let's start at 0-1 for him.
The wins for Lincoln County came in 1988 and 2024, and then the one forfeit victory back in 2004. So officially 3-24. But really, if you're being real about it, Lincoln's only beat this team, the Danville Admirals, twice ever in this historic matchup between these two border county teams. And if you saw the preview that John Logan put out this week, this is the second closest rival school to Lincoln County in terms of proximity, Garrett County being the only one that's closer. So it means a lot. These kids know each other. This rivalry went away for a few years. Coach Rogers has brought it back, and you can feel the energy in this stadium tonight.
Oh, for sure. As the Admirals come out on the field there, you can hear their fans over there, and that last year I don't believe existed.
No, they'd show pictures Admiral Stadium last year, and they wouldn't have 20 or 30 fans, and they've already got more than that here tonight. A good crowd starting to roll in here. Coin toss taking place at midfield. I didn't see it there, Woods. I don't know if you got a chance to check. It looked like Lincoln is going to receive.
Couldn't see it right off, Brad, but either way, it'll be a fast start. I guarantee that. I want to thank the video, Philip Smith on video there. Julian Goner's keeping stats for us tonight.
We
so
got the A-team up
that.
here tonight. Jules is up here, former Patriot himself, on stats tonight. Woods Adams back with us for one more week as Dustin Oney is traveling abroad, and we're ready for football action here at Death Valley. The Patriots come in averaging 33 points per game while giving up 12. They're averaging 234 yards per game on the ground, 134 passing yards per game. Defense has been the calling card for Lincoln County early in this year, Woods. They're only giving up 60 per game on the ground and 164 through the air. The coin toss, Danville did win the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So, yes, Lincoln County will be receiving to start this game as a huge crowd filing in here. Big Red Nation eager to play these Danville Admirals. Been a lot of talk amongst the communities this week about this game. A lot of excitement with both teams coming in 3-0.
Oh, yeah, especially you see the student section rolls in dressed out in white T-shirts. However, you would not know that they're white T-shirts because there's paint all over them. I think I heard they had a paint party down at the practice field.
They need art class. There's paint all over the place. Nah.
Well, they've done a good job with the art class. It's working.
The big fan section is here, as we mentioned, along with the student section. Lincoln County ready for this big-time matchup. Let's take a look at the Danville Admirals. They've had a big year, too, offensively, averaging 34 a game. Only giving up 12 themselves. 168 yards per game on the ground, 115 through the air. And the big story so far for Danville has been the freshmen, Dylan Kruger and Javion Mew, the two big stars for them. Kruger, the quarterback, completing 61% of his passes, 344 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. And then Mew, Woods, the freshman running back, he's been the story of the area in terms of offense, 453 yards, 9 yards per carry, and 10 touchdowns.
Oh, for sure. Young team coming in here with the Danville Admirals. Hope to contain them. Let's hope their inexperience works in our advantage and drive the ball on offense down the throat. I think we've got them oversized a little bit on the front line. I think their game plan, the Admirals would plan to stop the Lincoln run by jamming the box. What do you think about that, Brad?
I think it's going to come down to running the ball. There's no doubt about it. That's what both these teams want to do. Lincoln County should have the advantage up front, and I think this one will be won or lost in the trenches. We're ready for the Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff. The Admirals will kick off first. They'll be kicking left or right on your radio dial. Bob Floyd, the deep man for Lincoln County, stands back inside his own 10-yard line as we are ready for Friday Night Lights from Stanford KY. Sasha Wade will be the place kicker for the Admirals. Lincoln County in their home red uniforms with white helmets. Danville with their road white jerseys and their silver helmets. We are ready for football. The kick is on the way. It's a high, booming end-over-end kick. hits at the 20 where it's picked up by Bryson Mullins. He'll take it right up the middle for a nice return up to the 35-yard line, and that's where Lincoln County will start offense, 1st and 10.
Yeah, great start there by the Lincoln Patriots. Bryson Mullins picked up, I'd say, 15 yards after the catch on the kickoff. I did see Cash Smith in there, Brad.
Cash is back this week. Had a chance to talk with him throughout the week. He's feeling better. He's back in there, and he'll start the game at halfback in the backfield with Tucker Foster, the junior quarterback. He'll start from the gun, 2 receivers to the near side with Cash Smith to his right. Foster looks over things, takes the snap, inside give to Cash Smith, bounces off right tackle, breaks a tackle, turns forward, gets to the 43, an 8-yard run for Cash Smith to get things underway for the offense.
Yeah, I believe Coach Rogers will be satisfied with an 8-yard run to start the game off. And good to see Cash Smith back in the game.
So Smith picks up 8 on first, sets up 2nd down and 2. Foster puts Mullins in motion. He'll fake it to Mullins, give it to Smith. He's got the 1st and more up near midfield before he's brought down. Cash Smith, 2 carries, 2 productive runs, brought down on the 49. Picks up about 5 more yards, and Smith off to a good start for this Patriot offense.
Yeah, and as we thought they would do, line it up, drive it down their throat.
1st and 10 after that Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down on the Patriot 49. Right back to Cash Smith up the middle again. Barrels over a defender down to the 44 of Danville. 5 more yards for Smith. Lincoln County quickly to the line. No huddle offense. Smith will check out Reed Curlis back in. Curlis, a senior, fresh off a 100-yard game last week. Foster will hand it right back to Reed. Same dive play. Good blocking up front. Reed's going to be close to the 1st down. Brought down right at the yard to gain, which is the 41. And they're going to move the chains with another Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down after Reed Curlis.
Yeah, that was textbook. Keep your feet moving, and that's what Reed did. Got that extra yard or 2 that we needed.
1st and 10 from the Admiral 41. 10:31 to play in the 1st quarter. Shotgun formation. Tucker will go right back to Reed. Makes a defender miss. Stiff arm. And finally brought down at the 33-yard line. 7-yard run for Curlis. And so far, so good up front for Lincoln County.
Yeah, I believe it's feed the back, feed the back, feed the back.
2nd down and 3. Same formation from the gun. Right back to Reed. This time Danville hits Curlis. He breaks the tackle in the backfield, gets blocking on the left edge, and tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a 1-yard carry, but a good job by Curlis. That play was blown up, and he made something out of nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a middle linebacker that was blitzing through there.
They've ran the same dive play every play so far. Lincoln County quickly back to the line, 3rd and short. Pendergraph at H-back. Foster fakes it to Curlis, runs it himself over top of a Danville defender inside the 30, down to the 28. Another 1st down after a 5-yard pickup from Foster. Move the chains. That's a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down. Lincoln County quickly back to the line. Everyone in unison looking over at Coach Rogers. Foster ready for the play. Shotgun, handoff. Cash Smith hit at the line and brought down. Short gain. So still no negative runs. Even when Danville's been in the backfield, these backs have still been able to churn out positive yardage.
Yeah, it's that keep your feet moving mentality, and they've got it. Tucker, big guy's hard to bring down by one person.
2nd down and 9 after that 1-yard run. Foster takes the snap, rolls right, gets his pass off. It's high to Bob Floyd, who was open. It'll fall incomplete out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 8:55 to play in this opening quarter on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. First long distance opportunity on 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, the tackle, Sasha Wade there, the guy that kicked it off, he rushed in. I don't know if it's a blitz. Is he playing tackle there, looks like, Brad? Yeah, the defensive tackle spot put a lot of pressure quickly on Tucker.
4-man front for Danville. 3 receivers to the far side. 3rd down and 9. Smith in the backfield with Foster. And Lincoln County's going to have a false start. Looked like they had a wide receiver on that far side move early. And that's going to push them back 5 yards from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 14.
And if they move early, it's really not that big of a deal until the referee sees it.
5-yard false start. It'll be 3rd and 14 now. Foster gets the play call from the sideline as Johnny Atkins brings it in from Coach Rogers. Patriots had some success early on with the run game. And Danville's got them in a 3rd and long here with 8:42 to play in the opening quarter. Tucker looks things over. Trips to the far side. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Pump fakes. In trouble and sacked.
Again, that's the senior, Sasha Wade, giving them fits up front.
Sacked back at the 37. Foster loses 4. Now you're kind of in no man's land in terms of do you punt from the 36-yard line, or do you just throw one up toward the end zone here? Maybe just try the old Hail Mary.
I think with the receivers we have, Brad, we might as well try the Hail Mary.
Offense will stay on the field. 4th down and 15. Foster will send 3 receivers to the far side. Atkins, the lone receiver, to the near side. Smith in the backfield with Foster. Tucker takes the snap, back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, short, and incomplete, but a penalty flag. We're going to get roughing the passer on Sasha Wade of Danville.
A little bit too much excessive after he'd thrown it, Brad.
Tucker got that pass off, had pressure on him, and Wade decided to go ahead and hit him, and that's going to be a roughing the passer penalty, and a big one at that. So Lincoln County goes on a 4th and 15. Get a roughing the passer call on Danville. That's going to move the ball all the way down to the 21-yard line. See where they mark the 21 is where to be officially. And that'll move the chains for a Bluegrass Drugstore first down for Lincoln County with 7:41 to play in this opening quarter. A huge mistake from Danville on 4th and long. Foster now will go under center. Cash Smith, the lone setback. Mullins in motion. Hand off to Smith up the middle. Nice hole opens up. Smith able to fall forward down to the 16-yard line. 5 more yards for Cash.
Yeah, Coach Rogers, stick with what we were doing good.
It's important to stay, Woods. It's important for them to stay positive on those early downs. Pick up 4 or 5 on those 1st and 2nd down runs. Foster will go from the gun, right back to Smith. Cuts back, gets around a defender, inside the 10 before he's brought down at the 8-yard line. 9 more yards for Smith and another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. This will make it 1st and goal for Lincoln County with 7:11 to play. Quickly back to the line, first quarter action. Foster hand off to Smith, right side again, inside the 5, down to the 3 goes Cash. Lincoln County quick tempo here. Lyman already back on the football. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun formation. Foster takes it. Handoff. Smith tripped up in the backfield and brought down at the line. Maybe lost a half yard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reed Curlis will come back in for Smith.
It looks to be that our both defense and offensive linemen are starting to get a little worn here. Hands on their knees a little bit.
Patriots have took the clock inside of 6:30 now. 3rd and goal. Foster takes the snap. He'll keep it himself up the middle. He's in there.
Tucker Foster riding the Grady Foster train into the end zone.
Touchdown. Tucker Foster from 6 yards out gives Lincoln County a 6-0 lead with 6:21 to play here in the first quarter with that Cedar Creek Dental TD. Brody Baker on for the extra point attempt. Johnny Atkins is the long snapper. Brennan Hazlett will do the holding duties. Good snap. Hazlett gets it down. Kick is on the way. Right down Broadway. With 6:21 to play in the opening quarter, our score, Lincoln County 7, Danville 0. You're listening to WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County strikes first on a 6-yard touchdown run from Tucker Foster with 6:21 to play in this opening quarter. Impressive drive, Woods. The Lincoln County offense did a good job getting positive gains on those first and second downs, and it just seemed like they wore Danville down.
And I think that's what happened. Chewed the clock in the process. Did I just come up? Did Grady Foster already have a nickname?
Foscat.
Okay. I like the Grady train.
Grady train's a good one. We go with it. I like it. Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor kickoff. Brody Baker will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. Danville with 2 backs deep to receive the kick. Baker, a long, booming kick over and caught by Sellers back at the 5. He's a dangerous returner. Up the middle he goes, and luckily tripped up at the 35, or Sellers could have been to the house.
Yeah, that was number 13 there, Brad. I don't know who got that.
On the tackle for Lincoln County was Levi Grubbs.
Good stop there.
Yeah, it was a touchdown-saving tackle from the special teams play of Levi Grubbs, because Trendon Sellers is a dangerous return man. Danville will have it on offense, as we mentioned, led by 2 freshmen. Number 4, Dylan Kruver at quarterback, and number 6, Javion Mew, the halfback, who has ran for 453 yards this year. Had a chance to watch him, and you did too, Woods, in middle school the last couple of years, and he does not look like your normal freshman.
I believe he's grown.
Mew will be the lone setback for Danville as they take it 1st and 10 from the 35, and they'll give it to Mew, bounces it outside. Lincoln County with a good containment. Mew cuts it up. Nice run up past the 40 to the 43-yard line. Picks up 8.
Yeah, Lincoln was able to string it out just a little bit. Save time for our corners and safeties to get over to make the stop.
Patriots will start with 4 down linemen. Pendergraph, who we've seen play outside linebacker and defensive end. Over on that right end, Justin Mounts. Sean Brown out there for Lincoln County. Grady Foster, the front 4. They played a great game last week at West Jessamine. 2nd down and 2. Admirals send a receiver in motion. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Mew. Tries the right side, and he takes a big lick in the backfield. Short of the first. Drake Willoughby, first man in for Lincoln County.
Outside linebacker there, Drake Willoughby, pinched the play down and made the tackle. Good tackle. 3rd down and 1. They'll mark him at the 44. 5:13 to play opening quarter. Lincoln County leading 7-0 here early on. Steve Stonebreaker in his first year at Danville has the Admirals off to a 3-0 start. Stonebreaker has had success against Lincoln County in his career, 4-3 all time as the head man for Garrett and Casey. Kruver goes under center, shifts over the tight end. He'll give it to Mew. Mew had a hole on the left side off tackle, and he'll have enough for a first inside Lincoln County territory. Brought down at the 45-yard line. Picks up 11 yards. Looked like he was trying to run that inside, Woods. Lincoln clogged it up, and he just bounced it off tackle. Yeah, the Danville Admiral offense shifted left there, as did Lincoln County shift right. Offset a little bit, jammed it up a little bit, but he found a little bit room on the outside of the end and outside linebacker over there. 1st and
10. And ball inside Lincoln County territory after that 3rd down run. They'll mark it at the Patriot 45. High formation for the Admirals. Kruver under center. He'll turn and give it to Mew again. Mew tries the left side. Good hole, opens up, breaks the tackle. 1st down yardage. Brought down inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Picks up 13.
Yeah, good block and run there by the Admirals.
Well, Mew is good as advertised here early on for the Danville offense.
And does not look like your normal freshman.
Salvin Johnson has been the fullback back there leading the way for Mew. Danville huddles up at the line. A little muddle huddle for them too. The fullback Johnson, also a freshman. He'll split out toward H-back now. 1 back in the backfield. 1st and 10 for Danville. Kruver gives it to Mew on a little stretch play off left side. Mew, big yardage again. He has enough for another first. Brought down near the Lincoln County 20. 13 more yards for Mew.
Yeah, Danville doing a good job on pulling. It looked like the guard and the tackle that time pulled from the right side to the left.
3:25 left in the first. Lincoln County strikes first with a Tucker Foster touchdown run. Danville quickly down the field to the Lincoln County 20. They'll have it 1st and 10. It's been all Mew on this first drive for Danville.
We need a stop. We need a turnover, or at least just get a stop for no gain here.
Crover stays under center, I formation with Johnson and Mew behind him. One receiver each way. Same exact play to Mew off the left side, and Lincoln stands him up this time.
Snuff that one out there.
See if we can see who gets up off the bottom of that pile for Lincoln
Grady
County.
Train was one of them.
Mounts
is
also
the other.
coming off his left end spot to assist on that tackle. 1 yard run. First time they've really been able to contain Mew here. Sets up 2nd down and 9 from the 19. 2:29 left in the first quarter. Stay tuned after the game as we name our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game and our Guardian Exterminating and Bee Green Lawn Care Player of the game. Mew will be the lone setback this time. 2 receivers to the far side. That looked like illegal procedure. 2 moving, no call. They go back to Mew, tries it up the middle, moves it inside the 15, but a penalty flag thrown from the back judge.
A little late in there, Brad. I'm not sure what he saw.
Probably a face mask from where that came from. We'll see what they call here. Face mask on Lincoln County. Mew had got it inside the 15, and this penalty is going to put it inside the 10 and make it 1st and goal for the Admirals. Right inside the 10 is where they'll mark it. 2:04 left here in this opening quarter. Lincoln County leading 7-0. Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams. Philip Smith on the live stream. Julian Gonder on stats tonight. I formation for Crover. He'll go under center. Hand off to Mew. Mew breaks a tackle up the middle and stood up at the 5. And Mew able to pick up about 4 more, and that'll be 2nd and goal from right outside the 5 for the Admirals. Quick moving first quarter.
Yeah, we need
no completed passes for either team. Been all Mew for Danville. He has ran every play so far for the Admirals.
Yeah, this is where the Lincoln defense has got to step up, pinch down.
Highlands with an early 6-0 lead with 2:06 to play in the first over Bull County. 2nd and goal from the 7 here. Crover goes under center. Mew the lone tailback. 2 players for the Admirals shift from right to left. They'll run in on that left side with Mew. Bounces it off tackle. Hit at the 2. Pulls a defender with him. And no signal.
Yeah, other side, referee line.
It'll be a touchdown for Danville. Mew from 6 or 7 yards out with 59 seconds to play in the first quarter. Gets Danville on the board on a 7-yard touchdown run. .59 seconds left in the first. Danville cuts it within 1. Extra point pending. Eduardo Sonares on for the extra point for the Admirals.
2 possessions, Brad, and that's the end of the first quarter.
High snap, they get it down. Kick is on the way, and it barely gets over the goalpost, but it does. And that'll tie our score. Lincoln County 7, Danville 7. 59 seconds left here in the first period. You're listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9. Danville ties our score 7-7. 59 seconds left in this first quarter. Both teams have it one time, and both teams march the distance to put it in the end zone, Woods. And so far, both teams' offensive line and running game has done their jobs.
Yeah, no lightning strike plays for big yardage, just slow and steady down the field.
Cass Smith with 22 yards for Lincoln County. Check that, 39 yards on that first drive. Kickoff, your Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff, picked up by Bob Floyd. Good opening up the middle for Floyd, and a great return for Bob all the way up past the 40 to the 41. Lincoln County will have good field position.
Yeah, great run by Bob there. Again, got hit, didn't go down first contact, carried 6 or 7 Admirals with him.
Smith had 39 yards on 8 carries on that first drive. He was the workhorse for Lincoln County. We'll see what they do here as they'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 40. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Second drive of the game. This first quarter has evaporated with both teams only seeing the football once. Foster will start from the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Smith up the middle. Cash able to get past the first defender and tripped up at the 43-yard line. Picks up 3 yards.
Still get 3 yards on a play that you thought Danville did a pretty good job of defending. Credit that to the line.
2nd down and 7. 7-play, 65-yard drive for Danville as they get on the board. Foster looks to throw, has Floyd caught, 48, makes a defender to miss, inside Danville territory, over top of defender he goes, finally brought down at the 41, a big physical run for Bob Floyd.
Great pass, great catch, good run after catch.
16-yard pickup through the air, first reception of the game, clock down to 10 seconds. See if Lincoln County runs another play here. Foster quickly back to the line from the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. Smith lead blocks. Tucker cuts it back up in the middle. Nice decision. All the way down to the 31. Right at a 10-yard run for Tucker Foster. And that's going to do things here in the first quarter with our score, Danville 7, Lincoln County 7 on WPBK FM 102.9. Patriots and Admirals tied at 7 as we get ready for quarter number 2 here at Death Valley. Some first quarter stats from Julian Gonder here. Cash Smith had 42 yards to lead the way for Lincoln County in that first quarter. Tucker Foster 18 on the ground and Reed Curlis with 12. And through the air, Bob Floyd 1 catch, 16 yards. Not a lot of plays, but very efficient for Lincoln County in that first quarter, Woods.
Yeah, Brad, that first catch comes next to the last play of the quarter there. So run the ball like I believe that's Coach Rogers' game plan. Line up, run it down their throat, make them stop you. If they're not stopping you, keep running it. Depend on your big line up front there.
That's enough for a Bluegrass Drug Store first down for Foster. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lincoln County as we begin this second quarter. First play of quarter number 2. Foster will go under center. Hazlett goes in motion. Hand off to Reed Curlis. Hitting the backfield. Breaks a tackle. Able to gain positive yardage. Down near the 26. About a 5-yard pickup for Reed. And Woods, that looked like it was going nowhere.
Yeah, it did. Made something out of nothing. And Brad, looks like we've got a player down for Danville. Looks like number 52 there. Sasha Wade, the one that was a problem for us that first drive.
We'll take a quick break with Wade down on the field for the Admirals. We're tied at 7, beginning of quarter number 2. Lincoln football on WPBK FM 102.9. Foster goes under center, second down. Hand off to Curlis. Curlis behind that big O-line, turns forward inside the 25 down to the 22. Power running game for Lincoln County. Set up third and short. They'll mark him down at the 23. It'll be third down and 2 after that run from Curlis. Foster stays in the gun, takes the snap, and a penalty flag comes out.
Yeah, Danville looked discombobulated right there before the snap. However, the referee said it was on us.
That's going to be a false start on Lincoln County. That's an unfortunate penalty. It'll go from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7.
Shay Martin listening tonight, Brad, over from Moreland.
After the game, we'll name our Lincoln County Daily News biggest play of the game. The second quarter is brought to you by the Lincoln County Board of Education. Foster goes play action, in trouble. Danville with the defender. Foster pulls it down, takes off running down the Lincoln County sideline, runs over a Danville defender and pushed out of bounds down near the 20.
Fans and sideline wanting a little bit of a late hit there, Brad.
Tucker put his shoulder pads down and barreled over an Admiral. See where they pushed him out, Woods. Looked like it's going to be
enough for a first, Brad.
Enough for another Bluegrass Drugstore first down right at that 20-yard line. A great run for Foster of 8 yards. That'll move the chains. And Danville's going to use a timeout. That's a Builder Supply timeout. We'll break 2 on WPBK-FM 102.9. Danville uses a timeout here. First one used for either team as Lincoln County has moved it down near the red zone. They'll mark it right at the Admiral 20-yard line after that Foster run. And Woods, that's what you like to see on that last run from Tucker Foster. He just put his head down and said, I'm getting the yard to gain.
Yeah, drop back for pass. Line did a good job. Admiral snuck through. Reed Curtis did a great job picking the block up. Allowed Tucker to get the yardage.
Foster will go from the gun, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. He'll run it himself. Good blocking up front. Tucker inside the 15 before he's pushed back. Picks up about 5 yards on that first down run.
Great pickup on first down there, yeah.
2nd down and 5.
Tucker is a downhill runner and is a problem for the secondary when he arrives.
10-14 left in the first half on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Reed Curlis in the backfield with Foster. Tucker from the gun, hands it inside to Curlis. Great blocking up front. And Reed's going to be brought down right down around the 10-yard line. Gain of 5 for Curlis. That'll make it 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And if you're Coach Rogers, this is an easy call here. Keep hammering it.
Usually he'll put Foster under center, but he's going to keep him in the gun on 3rd and short. They'll go right back to Curlis. Curlis patiently waits on his block and pushes the pile forward for a first down inside the 10.
Yeah, Lincoln line there just outsizing, outpowering the Danville Admiral defensive line.
Picks up 4, and that's a Bluegrass Drugstore first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7 for the Patriot offense.
Shout out to Reed Curlis' uncle, probably tuning in from Florida down there, Barrett Curlis.
Drake Willoughby checks in at halfback. Foster from the gun. Direct snap run for him. And he is pushing hard inside the 5 to the 3. Tucker running with purpose. Picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Quickly back to the line. I don't think they've huddled but one time this whole first half.
Very efficient.
Willoughby in the backfield with Foster. The handoff to Drake, and he's tripped up. It looked like he was going to find his way in. And a Danville player dove and tripped him up and pulls him down inside the 2. It'll be third and goal from there.
Good play by the senior David Shelton there with the tripped him up.
We got a penalty flag. I never saw it on the field, but they're already marking it off. Holding on Lincoln County. That's a big penalty there.
For sure.
That'll take it from what would have been third and goal from inside the 2 all the way back to second down and 13. Second and goal from the 13. Willoughby stays in at halfback. 2 receivers to the far side. Bob Floyd, the lone receiver, to the near side. Tucker rolls that way, looking end zone, gets the pass off. Caught by Bob Floyd at the 5, spins and brought down at the 4.
About to where we were going to be the last play, Brad, before the holding penalty.
It'll be third and goal from inside the 4. 9-yard reception, and that was a timing pattern, and it was on the money. Foster to Bob Floyd.
Patriots working left to right, and you see the fun zone behind them there, Brad. The fun zone is filled.
A lot of action down there in that end zone for the kids there as Lincoln moving that way. Third and goal from inside the 4. High snap, handoff, Reed Curlis, right side, over a defender. He's in! Touchdown, Reed Curlis from 4 yards out with 7:49 to play in the second quarter. Makes it 13-7 Patriots.
Running over Matthew Sneed and Clay Pendergraph over there on the right tackle and right tight end. Big blocks.
Cedar Creek Dental touchdown. Brody Baker on to attempt the extra point. Right-footed kicker, the junior Baker. Snap to Hazlett. Kick on the way. End over end. Down the middle. It's good. With 7:49 to play in the half. Our score, Lincoln County 14, Danville 7 on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County's had the football 2 times, Woods Adams, and they've drove down and punched it in for 6 on both drives. They lead the Admirals 14-7 with 7:49 to play here in this first half.
Yeah, great drives by the Patriots, taking care of the ball, no turnovers, minimal penalties, enough to get them down in the end zone twice.
It's been the running game for both teams. Danville, with 7:49 to play in the half, has had the football 1 time. They were efficient on their 1 drive. They put it in the end zone, but this Lincoln County offense has kept them off the field, scoring on both their drives.
Brad, I see Damon Spiegel in street clothes down here today with his jersey on.
Spiegel still nursing that high ankle sprain. Cass Smith has played tonight, been effective on the ground for Lincoln County. Over 40 yards rushing in this first half. Baker will be kicking left to right in this second quarter. It's your Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff from the junior Baker. High kick, fair catch signaled for and caught at the 30. And if you're in Lincoln County, you're good with that.
I believe Coach Rogers drew that up and said, we will take it.
You will take a fair catch on the 30 after you saw what Sellers was capable of on that opening kickoff return.
Absolutely. You got to credit Lincoln's line, offensive line. That's Michael Wilshire, Grady Foster, J.D. Westerfield, A.J. Morgan, and Matthew Sneed with the caps out there of Clay Pendergraph.
First drive for Danville was literally all Javion Mew, the freshman. Picked up every yard of that drive for Danville. Nearly 70-yard drive.
And if I'm Coach Rogers, I'm begging my defense, punch the ball out. Let's create a turnover.
This game could come down to turnovers. Sellers, or Culver, back to pass for the first time. Culver's pass thrown out to Sellers. Sellers breaks a couple of tackles. Looked like he was going to lose yardage, and he's able to gain 2.
Yeah, Brad. Drake Willoughby over on the far side had him covered. Big lineman from Danville came and just laid on Drake and kept him from making for a loss.
Sellers a dangerous receiver. 13 catches for 247 yards coming in. Picks up 2 on that that first down completion. That'll set up second down. Second down and 8 from the 31. 7:41 to play in the half. Lincoln County with a 14-7 lead. Crover will go under center. Mew in the backfield. Admirals will shift 2 players to the left side and run that way behind them. Mew tries to get the edge. Good job by Lincoln County to contain him this time and bring him down at the 35. Looked like a late hit as Sailors pushed Willoughby down, or Foster down, well after that play.
Yeah, the Lincoln sideline's asking for a late penalty there.
They'll mark Mew down at the 36. And it'll set up 3rd and 4. So here's a rare third down opportunity for the D in this first half. They did not have many third and medium to long type of opportunities, Wood. So here's one here.
Yeah, last week's inter-county player of the game, lineman of the game. I'm expecting big play out of him here.
Big Sean Brown in the middle at D tackle. 3rd down and 5 from the 35. Crover from the gun. Going to give it to Mew. Mew's running a stretch toward the right side. Tries to get the edge. Lincoln County's out there. They push him out of bounds.
Great job on that outside over there.
Short of the first, it's Bob Floyd who gets Mew out of bounds. And Stonebreaker has his first big decision. 4th and short. And they'll mark it at the Admiral 39-yard line. He's going to keep the offense out there.
10% he's going to go for it.
He's going to keep them out there, and that's what he's been preaching over there, energy and confidence.
This is the game of the week, Brad. You're not going to punt on 4th and 1.
4th and 1 from the 39. Stonebreaker's got his quarterback over in his pocket still, running through some plays, and he'll probably milk this play clock down and use a timeout. Nope, he's going to send them on back out there. They're going to go. 4th and 1. Johnson comes on the field late. Still 10 seconds on the PBK playing Blake Crover. Quarterback sneak. Lincoln County stands him up. It looks like he's short. It looks like he's short. The big red wall.
Generous spot, but I still don't believe he got it.
We'll see where they mark him. Crover tried the sneak. Crowd definitely does not think he made it.
Far side official marking it. What?
That's a spot of all spots right there. It did not look like Crover ever got to that 40-yard line. Wow. They're going to move the chains with no measurement. So Danville catches a big break on 4th and 1. It didn't look like he ever got near that 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Admirals with no measurement, Coach.
Lincoln fans
and coaches are beside themselves. Nevertheless, Admirals will have a fresh set of downs. Crover will go under center in the eye. Play action pass. Looking for Sellers. Caught on the sideline at the 46. A good open field tackle from Bob Floyd and a late push from Sellers. No flag again. So Danville players getting a little chippy. No penalty flags coming out. They got a favorable spot.
You can feel the intensity raising up a little bit here.
Had to move the chains again on that completion down to the 46. That's twice now. Sailors has had some extracurricular activity after a play and got away with it. Danville will have it 1st and 10 from the Lincoln County 46. 5:11 to play in the half. 14-7 Patriots. Crover from the eye. He'll send Peters in motion. Toss left side to Mew. Good blocking out in front. Johnson leads the way. Mew breaks a tackle at the 43. Reed Curlis comes up and hits him at the 40. And he'll be dropped there. And Sailors jumps on the pile late again.
They're throwing the flags this time.
Sailors jumped on the pile late again. This time a penalty flag came out. That's 3 out of the last 4 plays, Woods, that he's got some late action, and they may have caught him this time.
I believe the Lincoln defense has him riled up a little bit. He's not able to break loose and make that big play he's always been doing the first 3 games.
Mew was brought down at the 40. Penalty flag thrown in the area of the tackle. Referees talk it over now. Like I said, it was obvious from our point of view. Sellers jumped in the pile after the play was over. Personal foul on Danville. And personal foul on Lincoln County. You got to be kidding me. Offsetting penalties. So Sellers is able to
On top of that,
make
Bob
a late
Floyd.
play 3 straight times, and then on the third one, both teams get the penalty.
On top of that, Bob Floyd thought he had a push in the back there, no call.
2nd down and 5 for the Admirals. 4:56 left in the first. Here comes another penalty flag on the Lincoln County sideline now.
I'm going to say it's a sideline warning.
And at this point, I can't blame Coach Rogers and his staff. It'll stay 2nd down and 5. Crover goes under center in the eye. He'll hand it to Mew. Mew tries the left side, tripped up at the 38 and brought down there.
Great play by
There's
Tucker
another late
Foster.
push in the backfield. The referee's going to pull them together, but at some point, you've got to start calling these flags. If you're
Here we go.
now they're going to throw the flag on Lincoln County's coaching staff. They're letting Danville push kids after every play. Coach Rogers is not happy with it, and he's the one going to get the penalty. The referees have got to get this game under control. Lincoln County going to catch the wrong end of it here, and that's unfortunate because it's not been them. They've been the disciplined team.
Yeah, the activity happened downfield about 10 yards from where the play ended. Tucker Foster made a great tackle there, stopped Admirals from getting the first down.
They're going to give a unsportsmanlike on the Lincoln sideline, it looks like. And that is just unbelievable after everything that Danville's got away with on this second drive. And Lincoln County's going to take the punishment for it. 15-yard penalty will move it down to the 22 of Lincoln County. It'll be 1st down Danville there.
Yeah, right now if you're Lincoln County, you want to keep the intensity, keep it under control, and don't get belligerent with it.
They've done a good job, Woods, being disciplined. It's the unfortunate thing here. Danville's trying to provoke them. Crover will go from the eye. Same play to Mew on the left side. This time he's hitting the backfield. It's Big Chuck. Pendergraft, first man in. Mounts also in on the action. And Mew will lose 2. That's the kind of negative play. It's not a Durham's Grocery sack, but it's just as effective a negative play.
Heck yeah. Chuck Pendergraft, is that who we're calling
Big
Clay?
Chuck, Clay Pendergraft.
I like that.
Beat his man and put Mew down in the backfield. 2nd and long. 3:44 left in the half. Lincoln County leads 14-7. They've had it twice. They scored both times. Danville's working on their second possession, and they've got it down to the Lincoln 24, and you talk about a quick half.
Is this the 4th possession?
Fourth possession of the half. 2nd down and 12. I formation. Crover under center. Johnson at fullback. Mew the halfback.
Hard count from Danville there, Brad.
Crover tries the hard count, and Coach Stonebreaker's going to use a builder supply timeout. 3:12 to play in the half. 14-7 Patriots on WPBK FM 102.9. .312 left in the first half. Lincoln County leads Danville 14-7. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Admirals. Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams. Patriots have had 2 possessions, scored on both of them. Danville's working on their second possession, and they've got it down to the Lincoln 24. It looks like the referee's talking to both teams here during this timeout, telling them to tone it down a little. Emotions running high, big rivalry game.
Hey, emotions high, that's when the best football comes out.
Big crowd out here tonight. Stands are packed. A lot of people down on the track. Danville's brought a good crowd over. It's going to be Admiral football on the Patriot 24.
Brad, game of the week, like I said, 1,000 views on YouTube.
2nd down and 12. Crover a go from the gun. Mew to his right, 2 receivers to the
Got
far
more
side.
yellow laundry, Brad.
Gonna get a false start, and that may be fortunate because Pendergraph had a beat on it. So blow the whistle and stop the play. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on Danville. Update from over at Bull County High School. Highlands leads Bull County 13-7 in the second quarter. Danville backed up 5 on that penalty.
Yeah, Brad, the Lincoln crowd is here tonight, and they are letting it be known.
Second down and 17. That's marked at the Patriot 29. 3:11 to play in a half. High formation. Crover goes under center. He's going to fake it to Mew and give it to Peters on a reverse. Peters lost his footing at the 28. Right down there. Also a penalty flag thrown at the 30.
I believe we back him up again, Brad.
Maybe decline this one, Woods. It's going to be 3rd and 15 if you decline it. If you back them up, you're probably looking at 2nd and 27.
It's a tough call. They're going to back them up.
Holding, and they're going to accept it. I would have had to give that one some thought. I kind of like 3rd and 15. With this speed of Danville, an extra down is always a dangerous proposition.
Well, so far tonight, they haven't broke that big play yet.
Bull County has regained the lead there in a back-and-forth game, 14-13 over Highlands. 3:04 and a half left here. It's going to be 2nd and 26 for Danville. They had it inside the red zone. Now they're all the way back at the Patriot 38-yard line. Peters will go in motion. Crover from the gun, one back to his right, and here comes another penalty flag. It might be a delay of game.
And that's what it is, Brad.
The PBK bank clock has ticked down to 0. You can't miss it here at Death Valley. 2 huge clocks, courtesy of PBK Bank. Another 5-yard penalty after the delay of game, and now we're looking at 2nd and 31. With 3:03 to play, and Woods, this has become a situation now where you've got to get off the field and get your offense back on. When you got them 2nd and 31.
Yeah, 3 minutes left in the half. We've got time to do it.
Danville will go from the gun. Crover looks right, now back left. Scott Sellers at the 43. Sellers cuts it up the middle of the field, inside the 30. Spin move. All the way toward the Danville sideline he goes, breaks the tackle, has the first over a defender, inside the 5, down to the 1. Pushed out of bounds there, and no, they'll say he got in with a touchdown. Trendon Sellers with an electrifying 43-yard touchdown reception. It was about a 5-yard pass, and the rest was Sellers as he caught it on the Lincoln sideline and scored, jumping over the pylon on the other side of the field on the Danville sideline.
And, Brad, that's the electric play you want it not to happen.
We just talked about it.
I couldn't tell. He hit the pylon for sure, but I thought his foot may have been out at about the 4 or 5.
Touchdown comes with 2:45 to play here in the second quarter. Cuts it to 1 with the extra point pending. The extra point kick is on the way, and it barely got over the bar to tie it at 14. 2:45 left in the half. Our score, Lincoln County 14, Danville 14 on WPBK FM 102.9. Danville's tied it up 14-14 after Trendon Sellers scores from 38 yards out on a short pass play, and that's where that dangerous speed comes in for the Admirals, Woods. That was just a tremendous play from Trendon Sellers.
It was. It was a short snow screen there. Caught the ball about 5. I don't even know if it was 5 yards down the field.
Officially a 43-yard touchdown, but about 38 yards of it was all Sellers, as he, I think, may have made every defender on the field miss at one point, it seemed like, on that run, Woods. Here comes another kickoff. Wade to do the kicking duties for the Admirals. Lincoln County was seeing Bob Floyd back. They got all 3 Builder Supply timeouts. 14-14 is our score. Wade's kickoff right down the middle to Floyd. He takes it on the 5. Good blocking in front of him. He's past the 20. Penalty flag comes out. Floyd bottled up at the 27. Yep. This becomes an important drive because Danville's going to get the football coming out in the third quarter. So far, both teams have went on long, time-consuming drives, and you don't want to put yourself in a situation here, Woods, where you come out and give Danville to take the lead to begin the second half. But this penalty flag is going to make it a tougher task for the Lincoln offense. That'll back them inside their own 20 after a holding call on the return.
I'm more concerned about this yellow flag coming out as often as it does more than anything.
2:40 left. Patriots will have it 1st and 10 from their own 18. Curlis in at halfback. We've not seen Cash Smith in a while. You got to wonder if he's re-aggravated his injury. Foster looks to throw, rolls right. Now back across the middle, late to Mullins, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a check down there. He had one receiver deep. He looked, hit the mid-level, looked, covered, both covered. Had a guy open, but by the time he got it there, it was a little bit behind him.
That'll stop the clock. 2nd down and 10.
That was good coverage blocking there by the line there to give Tucker a little bit of time.
Halftime will be the Pepsi-Cola of Somerset halftime show. Try to go over some first half stats and scoring drives. 2nd and 10 from the 18. 2:36 left in this first half on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Foster goes under center. Play action pass, gets it off. Johnny Atkins hauls it in at the 18, and he stopped there. Going to lose yardage.
And if I'm Stonebreaker,
Foster took a big hit. We may have another roughing the passer call here, and I think we will. By the look of things, it's going to be on number 52, Wade, again, because he's the one arguing with the ref. Foster took a big hit late, and that's going to move the trains for a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down. And that's a big one, Woods. It was getting ready to be 3rd and 12 for that offense.
I was just getting ready to say before the flag came out, if I'm Stonebreaker, I believe I'd call timeout and make us get the 1st down.
That personal foul will move it past the 30 to the 32, and that's where the Patriots will have it 1st and 10. Clock begins to run, 2:10 left in the half. Lincoln County with all 3 Builder Supply timeouts. Curlis in the backfield with Foster. 2 receivers to the far side for Tucker. He's going to roll right. Looks to throw. Plants his feet. Lets it go. He's got Floyd open. Got at the 30. Inside the 20. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown. Bob Floyd. A 68-yard strike from Tucker Foster. And the Patriot offense strikes again.
Back in business.
A Cedar Creek Dental TD for Bobby Floyd. And Lincoln County regains the lead 20-14 with 1:50 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, that's great by Tucker. Felt pressure coming, stepped up in the pocket where he had a pocket there, made a big throw downfield.
Brody Baker on to attempt the extra point. Brennan Hazlett will be the holder. Good snap, kick on the way from Baker. It's good. Our score with 1:50 remaining in the first half. Lincoln County 21, Danville 14 on WPBK FM 102.9. The Patriots regain the lead on a 68-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Foster to Bob Floyd. And that's a big touchdown, Woods. Now the defense has to do their job. Danville's going to have one timeout. 1:50 left in the half. It'll be Admirals football to begin the second half. Brody Baker will tee it up. He'll be kicking left to right on your radio dial. Your Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff.
Shout out to the mayor. I'm sure he's listening tonight if he's not here.
Absolutely. Patriots need to hold Admirals as they have scored on all 3 possessions, has Lincoln County. Danville has scored on their 2 possessions. Pooch kick will be fielded at the 28, and he's tripped up.
I believe his own teammate got him there, Brad.
Tripped up at the 28, fell past the 30. That was Shandon Carter on the return for Danville.
I believe Cameron Peters is the one that tripped him up. It was good there, Brad. Danville had that big play. Lincoln's able to show that we have a little lightning in the bottle with a big play to Bob Floyd.
Now the Patriot defense needs to make a stand here. Both teams have scored on every possession of this first half. Danville's had it twice, 2 touchdowns. Lincoln County's had it 3 times and scored all 3 times.
0 turnovers.
Admirals with 1 timeout. 1st and 10 from their 32.
That was offsides by a mile.
Krover back to pass, looks over the middle, and he's got a wide open receiver. Caught at the 40, inside the 20. He's going to go. Another 68-yard touchdown. No penalty on the false start.
Saw it from up here. Easy call.
As Danville strikes immediately with a chance to tie it up, it's Jaden Tandy on a 68-yard touchdown pass. Coming off a 68-yard touchdown pass from Lincoln County. And Danville an extra point away from tying it up again with 1:39 to play in the half.
He was so open that I think our players thought maybe there was a penalty.
I'm with you. I think everyone thought it was a false start. So Admirals on to a chance to tie it up with the extra point. Kick is no good. No good, and Lincoln County will keep the lead 21-20 with 1:39 to play in the half. It'll be Patriot football with a chance to get it back with all 3 timeouts when we return on WPBK-FM 102.9. Patriots and the Admirals in a back and forth first half. Extra point fails for the Admirals after that 68-yard touchdown pass. And with 1:39, Lincoln County's going to get it back, leading 21-20. Wade on to kick it off, right to left. High booming kick. Fielded inside the 5 by Bryson Mullins. Bob Floyd out in front of him blocking. Mullins in trouble. Cuts it back and gets it out past the 20 to the 25.
Good return there by Bryson Mullins.
Looked like he was going nowhere, Woods, kind of in no man's land, back at the 15 and able to dart through there and put it on the 25 for the Patriots. So if you're Lincoln County, the way this is going now, Woods, you've got another prime opportunity. There's plenty of time, minute 31, all 3 Builder Supply timeouts.
Most importantly, take care of the ball.
No turnovers, as you mentioned, and that's starting to look like what this game's going to come down to. Who's got the football last? 21-20 Patriots. 1:31 left in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Foster will go from the gun. Rolls left, looks to throw, sets up, looks over the middle for Mullins, who hauls it in.
Oh.
They're going to say it's incomplete. Hit the turf in front of Mullins. So incomplete pass.
It was a little far away from us to see the short hop that must have been, because that was a good pull in.
2nd down and 10. The Patriots have it on their own 25. They lead 21-20. Danville has scored on the last 2 plays from scrimmage that they've ran on long pass plays. Foster breaks the huddle. He'll keep them in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side. Johnny Atkins, the lone receiver to the near side. They'll go inside, handoff to Curlis. Big hole opens up. Reed up to the 34 before he's tripped up. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And I'm
Clock
not
down
sure
to
why
1:15. I would probably use one of those timeouts here. You've got a 3rd and 1 opportunity.
We still have 3, don't we?
Clock down to 1:07. 3rd and 1. Foster keeps it in the gun. Curlis to his left. Tucker going to run it himself. Hitting the backfield. Breaks a tackle. Past the 40. Up near the 45. Brought down at the 46. That'll be a Bluegrass Drugstore first down. Big run from Tucker. Picks up 8 yards, and Lincoln County in business here near midfield.
No huddle.
Still no timeout use. No huddle offense. Shotgun formation. Foster rolls right, looks downfield. Pump fakes, lets it go short, and it'll short hop Pendergraph.
Not sure he wanted to complete that, just trying to throw it away, I think, Brad.
Good blocking from the line. Tucker had plenty of time to get that pass off.
Yeah, I think that was.
Shout out to my man Marvin Lane, tuned in tonight.
Over there on the tracks in Moreland.
47 seconds left in the half. Lincoln County holding on to a 1-point lead. Both teams have had the football 3 times in this first half, and they've both scored on all 3 possessions.
Between the Creeks Kennels tuning in also, Brad.
Kevin Carrier, big-time supporter. Foster rolls right. Lets it rip. Got Johnny Atkins at the 41 and pushed out of bounds.
I believe that's a late hit.
A late
Brad.
hit. Atkins was going out of bounds to stop the clock and took a late hit from Danville's Cameron Peters. And now Lincoln County's going to have it all the way inside the Danville 30 with all 3 timeouts.
That was in their Johnny Football move.
And Johnny Football tightropes one. Gets out of bounds after a nice catch and gain of about 13 yards.
I'll go ahead and give him credit for the next extra 15.
He drew the personal foul that will move it down to the 26.
30 yards with 42 seconds.
Clock running again. Lincoln didn't use a timeout, and they huddled up a good 20 yards behind the. Now the referee's going to stop it. It should stop. It's on a penalty. They need to put some time back on it here. Referees are going to stop it now. That's a nice.
Looking up to Paul Young.
41 back
and
on
Travis
the clock.
May
So they lost about 3 seconds. They'll put 3 seconds back on. It'll be 41 seconds. It'll start on the snap. 21-20 Patriots. 1st and 10 from the Danville 26. Tucker from the gun. Hand off to Curlis. Breaks the first tackle. Pushes forward inside the 25 down to the 23. And now Lincoln County's going to use a builder supply timeout. We'll break 2. Patriots lead by 1 with 33 seconds left in the half on WPBK FM 102.9. .33 seconds left here in the half for the Patriots. They lead by 1. They'll have it 2nd and 8 from the Danville 24. So a prime opportunity here, Woods, for Lincoln County to put a little distance between them and the Admirals. Neither team has shown the ability to stop the other team on defense here early on, and Admirals will have it to begin the 3rd quarter. So a big 33 seconds for Lincoln County right here.
Yeah, like you said, Brad, Patriots kicking off, start the second half, and if you're the Patriots, you need to score here to get up that 1.
Shotgun formation for Foster. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Drops back over the middle for Pendergraph, incomplete. He was looking for Clay at the 10-yard line. It was broken up.
It was Sellers there, Brad, for the Admirals that broke that up.
3rd down and 8. 4-down territory for this offense. They have 2 builder supply timeouts in their pocket. 29 seconds left here in the first half. Patriots with a 1-point lead over the Admirals.
Line's doing a good job giving Tucker a little time there in the pocket.
He's going to go under center. 3 receivers to the near side. Pendergraph at tight end on the left side. Shotgun snap. 3-step drop. Pass over the middle. Intercepted. Sellers picks it off at the 10-yard line. And Lincoln County's going to be stopped for the first time in this first half with the interception.
Yeah, Brad, Admiral sent blitz there. Foster hurried throw.
Well, Danville will have 24 seconds to play with, 1 timeout. They trail by 1. Halftime, 24 seconds away. Shout out to Terry Birchfield, tuned in tonight.
And Brad, the Admiral coaches from up top have come down into the bleachers already, so I don't know if that's a sign they're going to knee it.
They may
go to half.
If you got Mew, you're probably going to at least hand it off. They're going to take a knee. No chances with 22 seconds left in the half. Lincoln County not going to use their remaining timeouts. And we will head to the half in a thriller here at Death Valley with the Patriots leading the Danville Admirals 21-20 to be Danville football as we come out for the third quarter. Stay tuned for the Pepsi Cola of Somerset halftime show. It's halftime. The Patriots 21, the Admirals 20 on WPBK FM 102.9. Halftime here at Death Valley, Lincoln County leads Danville by a score of 21-20 here at the break. Let's take a look at the first half scoring summary, as both teams had 4 possessions in that first half, and both teams scored 3 times in those 4 possessions. The Patriots struck first with 6:21 to play in the first half on a Tucker Foster 6-yard touchdown run. Brody Baker's extra point made our score 7-0 Patriots. Danville ties it up with 59 seconds to play in the first half on a Javion Mew touchdown run. Extra point good. We tied at 7 at that point. Patriots scored again in quarter number 2 with 7:49 to play in the half on a Reed Curlis 4-yard touchdown run. Brody Baker's extra point made it 14-7. Danville's next score came on a Trendon Sellers 43-yard touchdown reception with 2:46 to play in the half. And this is where things get really interesting. Extra point good. We were tied once again at 14. Lincoln County strikes through the air on their next score on a Bob Floyd 68-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Foster. That came with 1:50 to play in the half. And the extra point from Baker made it 21-14 Patriots. Danville almost immediately struck again just 11 seconds later. First play from scrimmage, Jaden Tandy 68-yard touchdown reception from Crover. Extra point was missed, and that's where we stand now here at halftime with Lincoln County leading the Admirals 21-20. When we return, we'll take a look at the individual stats for the Lincoln County Patriots. It's halftime here at Death Valley. If you're tuned in on YouTube, you're being treated to a Little League action. The Lincoln County Little League teams are getting after it here at the half. Our score here, Lincoln County 21, Danville 20 on WPBK FM 102.9. Halftime here at Death Valley. Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams. Lincoln County with a 21-20 lead over Danville. A thrilling first half, Woods. Both teams' offense very efficient, long time-consuming drives for Lincoln County. Danville went on a long drive the first time, but their last two TDs were quick strikes as Danville scores on two long passing plays to cut the lead to one. And Lincoln County fortunate to have that 1-point lead. Danville missed an extra point. A few individual statistics here. Julian Gonder on stats for us tonight. Cass Smith with 42 yards on 8 carries in that first half, but we've not seen him since way back in the first quarter, so I'm starting to wonder, Woods, if maybe he didn't re-aggravate that hamstring injury.
Yeah, you hope not, Brad. You'd like to see him back on the field second half here.
He was having a great start there, just barreling over the Danville defenders. Tucker Foster leads Lincoln County with 47 yards on 10 carries. Reed Curlis, 43 yards on 10 carries. Did have that rushing touchdown. Tucker Foster also with a rushing touchdown and a passing one in the first half. Foster had 105 yards through the air, 4 of 11, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And receiving-wise, Bob Floyd had a huge first half, 105 yards on 4 catches and a receiving touchdown for the Patriots. Woods, let's take a look at some defensive stats. I thought the Lincoln County defense, especially those first 2 drives, did a great job. They kind of gave up some big plays. Danville scores on their last 2 plays. I thought the second drive was really aided by the penalty flag. Just some unfortunate calls I thought went against Lincoln County, but that's part of football. You got to persevere through it. But all in all, I thought Lincoln County did a pretty good job up until those last 2 plays.
Yeah, start the game off. First quarter and most of the second quarter was time-consuming, balanced, efficient drives for both teams, and then all of a sudden, lightning strikes everywhere. And, yeah, the defense is a balanced attack by Lincoln. Julian Gunner again for these stats. Johnny Atkins with 3 tackles. Justin Mounts, 3 tackles. Clay, Pendergraft, and Tucker Julian also with 3 tackles. You've got Reed Curlis, Bob Floyd, each with 2. Grady Foster and Tucker Foster with a tackle, Brad.
This Danville offense is a tough offense to slow down with Mew and his explosiveness, and we've seen Sellers make some big plays for him. And then also on that long pass, Tandy got wide open thanks to the no call on the false start. Like we said, a few penalties I thought really hurt Lincoln County, really aided Danville on that second drive, and then also a clear false start. I mean, I can't imagine how upset the staff's going to be when they see Tandy. It looked like Arena League football.
Like I said,
Tandy got the running start, or I guess it was Tandy. Was it the kid that caught the touchdown pass that was false?
Yeah, it was number 12 there, I believe.
He left well before they snapped the ball.
Jaden Tandy.
And, of course, he was wide open. I thought you said it best. It kind of looked like the Lincoln defense just really thought it was a dead play.
Yeah, no doubt. I really do. I think it was so obvious that they kind of assumed it was a false start and didn't react.
Just had trouble seeing things. Hey, if you're having trouble seeing things, head on down to Main Street and visit Dr. Tanner Lay at Central Kentucky Family Vision. Dr. Lay with a new business down there, Woods. Fantastic place to go. Highly recommend it. Get down there, get your eyes checked out. You need some new glasses. He'll take care of your contacts, all those good things. Get on down to Main Street and check out Dr. Tanner Lay. And shout out to Tanner's dad,
Absolutely.
my old buddy Donnie Lay.
Good hometown family there with hometown business. Glad to have him in town.
We could use him out here working on the vision of the ones throwing those yellow flags. And maybe we're being a little biased, Woods. But that's what we do.
Sometimes you're on the receiving end and sometimes you're on the giving end of the flags there, Brad. And right now we are owed a few flags.
Lincoln County with a 1-point lead here at the break over the Danville Admirals, 21-20. You're listening to Patriot Football on WPBK FM 102.9. Just over 1 minute away from second half action. Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams from Stanford KY, Death Valley. We got a good one going on here. The Patriots lead the Admirals 21-20. This game also available on YouTube.com by searching WPBKFM. Philip Smith on the live stream. Julian Gonder on stats tonight. Tim Estes back in the studio. It'll be Admiral football coming out of the break. Hey, Woods, while we got a minute, what about those Lincoln County Middle School Eagles? They run their record to 5-0 last night with a 42-7 win over East Jessamine.
Great start to the season. Coach Davis has the boys rolling. Wins are good.
5-0 for the Eagles. And of course I know you help out on that staff, so I'll say who do you all have coming up? Ferristown, I know, Anderson County, and what is setting up to be a big regular season matchup that may be a preview of the Salt River Championship with Bull County.
Sure, yeah, we go next Saturday to Ferristown, play the Flyers there, followed up home game with Bull County, and on the road again after that at Anderson.
Patriots will kick off to begin this third quarter. It's Brody Baker on to do the place kicking. The third quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by the Lincoln County DailyNews.com, Lincoln County's trusted news source. Baker, the right-footed kicker, the junior, will tee it up from the 40. Danville has two receivers to receive it back at the 15, and they're going to field it all the way back at the 10.
Blocking the back, missed.
Kingston Jones
he got it
on the return.
We got laundry going our way.
And a penalty flag will be thrown. Check that. That was Jatavian Beasley on the return for Danville. Penalty flag thrown back at the 20-yard line.
And Brad, Death Valley is full tonight.
Oh, yeah. Big crowd here. Big crowd here tonight.
I said the flags were supposed to come our way this half, so there's the start of it.
So that ball will be back at the 10.
Yeah, had a good game at halftime here at Little League. Lincoln County Parks and Rec. Shout out to Casey Bandera, Parks Director, getting the game together here tonight, halftime entertainment.
Admirals will have it 1st and 10 on their own 10 after the penalty on the kickoff. They'll be going right to left on your radio dial. Kruger will go under center from the 10. Two-step drop, looks to throw to Sellers, incomplete, hits the turf.
Brad, I'm waiting for Danville to make a mistake tonight. I don't believe they have a turnover tonight, do they?
No turnovers for Danville, one for Lincoln County.
This game of the week is all it's been built up to be.
Quick pass again to Sellers, catches it on the 15, nowhere to go. Right down right there, good job by the Lincoln County defense. Pendergraft, Floyd, several red shirts flying to the football. That'll set up third down and a long 5 for the Admirals.
Big play here for the Patriots.
They'll mark it at the 16-yard line. 11:20 to play in this third quarter. Patriots lead 21-20. Danville.
No huddle, but no hurry either, Brad.
The muddle huddle. It's not necessarily hurry up. It's just not a huddle. Kruger's going to go from the gun. One back to his right. Puts a man in motion. They're going to give it to Mew. He'll run it. Breaks a tackle at the 16. He's going to have enough for the first. Still moving forward. Out past the 25
flags,
to the 26.
Brad,
and here comes some penalty flags. That's in the neighborhood of a face mask.
That Jaden, he's got the spin button moved down pat. Hit by Tucker Foster to start off. Hit again. I couldn't tell who put the second hit on him there, Brad. Was it Bryson Mullins?
Face mask on Lincoln County. Yeah, I think he did break a couple of tackles there. The face mask will move it from the 25 all the way in, out past the 40, a 15-yard penalty on a 3rd down. Of course, Mew did have enough for the first on the run.
If you're the Patriots, we've got to wrap up here.
First and 10 from the 41. Sailors goes in motion. They fake the toss to him. They give it up the middle to the fullback, Johnson.
Yeah, that's the fake toss right up the belly.
Johnson's first run of the night. Brought down right past the 39, 5-yard run. Fullback trap.
That's exactly what it was. It was a fake toss out wide to draw your linebackers, outside linebackers staying at home. Trap right up the middle.
Johnson also a freshman. The fullback and the halfback and the quarterback, all freshmen for this Admiral offense. They're going to be a force to reckon with in coming years. Sailor's only a junior.
Assuming they stay put.
Cameron Peters, only a sophomore. All underclassmen. They shift to the left. They give it to Mew. He'll run behind them, and Lincoln County bottles him up this time. Mew brought down at the line of scrimmage. Pendergraft gets up off the pile with, see who else we had in there.
Right. We had
Sean Brown, Matthew Sneed was in there. Sneed in on defense.
We had 8 or 9 Patriots in there on that.
Big Red Nation. Foscat also in on the action. 3rd and long. 9:14 left in the 3rd on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard.
Again, another big play.
Over under center. Back to pass. Rolls right. Throws out in the flat to Peters. He drops it. Incomplete. And the defense.
Bryson Mullins over there shutting him down.
Puts them in a 4th and long. And let's see what Stonebreaker does.
It's a little different.
He's playing with house money over here in
4th and 5 is a little bit different than 4th and 1.
Admirals lost 22 straight games, and Stonebreaker started the year 3-0. And he's looking at a 4th and 6 from his own 45. I think you got to punt this away.
Brad, I'd watch out for the snow screen.
With the way Lincoln County's moved the ball. Big opportunity here. Patriots lead by 1. 8:54 to play in the 3rd. Danville's going to keep the offense on the field on their own 45. 4th and a long 6. Crover from the gun. One back to his left. 3 receivers to the right side. Back to pass he goes. Pressure on him. Crover gets out of it. Throws a pass downfield. Incomplete.
Great play by Tucker Foster there to reach up and bat that ball away.
Foster in coverage. Pass was intended for number 12, Jaden Tandy. Overshot him. Lincoln County takes over with excellent field position inside Danville territory with a 1-point lead.
And you got to give credit to Justin Mounts there, chasing the quarterback, almost got to him, made him release it a little bit earlier than he wanted to.
Shout out to Billy Jack Hazlett watching from the racetracks tonight.
Straight out of Hazlett Holler.
First and 10 from the Danville 45. Foster will go from the gun, Reed Curlis to his right. He'll take the snap, hand off to Curlis. Curlis hit at the line, breaks the tackle inside the 40, down to the 37.
We've got the intensity going again. We've got Laundry on the field, though, Brad.
Face mask on Danville. So Curlis picked up around 8 yards on some hard running.
Well, for a face mask, they didn't add much to that, Brad. It must have been incidental. Is there an incidental face mask in high school football?
5 more yards to the 32. Bluegrass Drugstore first down for Foster. Curlis to his left. 2 receivers to the far side. Tucker will hand it to Reed. Tries the right side, up the middle. Inside the 20, brought down at the 19.
We've got Laundry, Brad. Once again, we've got flag on the field.
12-yard run, but a penalty flag thrown back behind the line of scrimmage.
Legal motion, I'm not sure.
It's usually in the neighborhood of holding. And that's what it'll be, holding on Lincoln County. That'll negate that 12-yard run from Curlis. 8:16 left here in the 3rd quarter. Lincoln County with a 1-point lead. They have the football inside of Danville territory, but a big penalty is going to back them up to the 42-yard line. It's going to end up being a 12-yard penalty because that holding
Still first down, Brad.
occurred behind the line.
Still first down. Stick to your game plan. Drive it down the field.
Foster, bad snap, picks it up, takes off running around the left side. Good blocking in front of him, inside the 35 and tripped up at the 31. Tucker made a bad snap and what looked like a big loss into a big run.
Hey, great recovery. The ball bounced right up to him.
Picks up 12.
Wherewithal to get out, and he did.
12-yard run for Foster, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. From the Admiral 32, he'll keep it in the gun. 3 receivers to the near side. Curlis in the backfield, dive play to Curlis, runs over a defender, spin move at the 25, still going, he's gonna go, house call, Reed Curlis from 32 yards out, gives Lincoln County a 27-20 lead with 7:16 to play in the third quarter. What a run.
Broke at least 3 tackles on that, getting to the end zone, Brad.
Curlis with some physical running up the middle. A Cedar Creek Dental touchdown. And Lincoln County an extra point away from extending this lead to 8. Baker on to attempt it. Hazlett the holder. High snap. Hazlett gets it down. Baker's kick right down the middle. Our score with 7:16 to play in the third. It's Lincoln County 28. Danville 20 on WPBK FM 102.9. $7:16 to play in the third on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Lincoln County leads Danville 28-20 after that Reed Curlis touchdown run. Curlis with 32 yards, a 32-yard run to extend this lead to 28-20, and Reed has come up big for this offense the last 2 weeks. Brody Baker with the Dalton Miller Stanford Mayer kickoff, fielded by the Admirals inside their own 10. They'll bring it out down the right side. Lincoln County's got good pursuit, and they'll bring him down at the 24. It was Beasley on the return for the Admirals.
Great containment there by the kickoff team. Slowed the, who'd you say it was there that caught that?
Beasley on the return for the Admirals.
Sprinted up, nowhere to go.
Kind of injured player down on the field for Lincoln County. Hopefully just a cramp. Looks like a cramping situation.
Yeah.
We've not seen Cash Smith since early on. He missed bigger part of the last couple of games, Woods, with that hamstring injury. Came out, looked sharp on that first drive, but it started to look more and more like he re-aggravated that because we've not seen him since early on.
Yeah, he's on the sidelines, still in uniform, just not a lot of action.
But Reed Curlis having a big night on the ground after that run. 32-yard touchdown run and just a physical run. That's the kind of run you like to see in a close game, Woods. You start running like that, the defense don't want to, they don't to be hit like that.
He ran by a guy in the backfield, hit another guy at the line of scrimmage, and at least one more around the linebacker area. I want to go back that extra point, though, Brad. That was an excellent hold by Brendan Hazlett.
Oh, yes. That's Bryson Mullins.
You don't see it as often, but that is a hard job, and that was a higher snap that Brendan was able to get down, plays well for Brody Baker to put that point up. Because like you said, they've missed one, and we haven't yet. So we're up by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Bryson Mullins, the injured player. I'm still hoping that's just a cramp for Bryson.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It was on the far sideline, Brad. They were grouped up, had the runner pinned in and nowhere to go.
They'll help him off the field. Ricky Morris and Kenny Mack.
He's got water in his hand, so that's a sign of cramp more than likely.
Okay, get a liquid IV in him.
I had a lady come up and say that a mustard on a spoonful of mustard will do it.
You hear it all these days. 7:07 to play in the third. 28-20 Patriots. Crover will go from the gun. Mew to his right. Direct snap, actually to Trendon Sellers. That wasn't Crover. Sellers at quarterback. He'll run it. Little Wildcat formation.
We got the Wildcat going there, looks like, from Danville.
Sellers took the snap at quarterback this time. Picked up 4. Second down and 6. Clock inside of 7 minutes. He was pushed out of bounds. Now Crover back in there now. Mew at halfback. Sellers is going to switch sides and come over to this left side for Danville along with Jaden Tandy. One back formation. Crover under center. He'll turn and give it to Mew. Mew hitting the backfield and slam down. What about that defensive play from Big Sean Brown? Brown, really? I thought Woods had a coming out party last week at West Jessamine, and the party is still rocking on here tonight at Death Valley. Tackle for loss.
Straight off 643, Steelhouse Road, Ottenheim, boys.
Little Nicky Brown.
Looks just like him, but quite a bit bigger than
Nick
Brown.
He might be able to take old Dad. 39. Ball marked on the Admiral 25. Crover's going to go from the gun. 2 receivers split each way. Shotgun snap. Looks left. Steps up in the pocket. Now scrambles toward the right. He's going to take off running. Reed Curlis wrestles him at the 30, and he's going to be stopped there. Forward progress will be marked down at the 31. Picks up 6. It'll be 4th and 3. And another big decision from Stonebreaker.
Yeah, Brad, Patriot defense there, rushing only 3. Dropping the rest back in pass coverage.
That's the defense they used a lot, I thought, last week against West that had them confused. 4th and 3 on the Danville 32, and Coach Stonebreaker not hesitating.
No hesitation.
The Riverboat Gambler, he's going to go again. He's got Mew and Crover in the gun. Crover takes the snap. He's going to pass. Looks deep. He's got a man. It's Peters out there who makes the catch. He got past the Lincoln County defense and hauls it in on the 30. A gutsy call, and it paid off.
Confidence is what that is, confidence. And I think Stonebreaker knows that this is going to be an offensive game. There's going to be few stop possessions, so they don't want to go down 2 scores.
And like I said earlier, you've lost 22 straight. You start off 3-0. You somewhat feel like you're playing with house money if you're Danville here. A big conversion all the way down to the 30 on a 4th and 3 play from their own 32.
It's only taken 3 games for this fan base to pick up, and Danville's brought the fans.
Crover's going to throw again. Looks left for Sellers, catches it on the 32, makes the first man miss when he's tackled down at the 25 by Mounts. Mounts come from that defensive end position to track down that shifty Sellers. That's an impressive play for the linebacker.
It's like Tucker Julian was in there on that stop as well.
Highlands regains the lead over Bull County 20-14 with 8:04 to play in the third quarter. Back and forth effort there too. 4:20 left in the third. Second down and 5. They'll mark it on the 25. Crover, bad snap, regains it, hands it off to Mew. Lincoln's in the backfield. Mew gets around a defender. Reed Curlis hits him at the 19. He falls forward up to the 18. So Danville dodged a bad snap. Good job by Crover to haul that in.
Yeah, it's almost like a delayed handoff, what it turned out to be.
Tucker Julian on the stop for Lincoln County.
Tucker Foster in there too. Looks like he's favoring a left shoulder or something maybe. I don't.
Clock down to 3:45, 28-20. Patriots lead. Danville marching. 1st and 10 from the Lincoln 18. Inside give to Mew. Starts left, now bounces right. And brought down about the 12-yard line. Bob Floyd, check that, Johnny Atkins on the tackle. Drake Willoughby in on the action.
We've got another Lincoln Patriot. Appears to be cramping on the far sideline over there.
Right at the goal line, Lincoln County's got a player down, and we'll take a quick break with Lincoln County leading 28-20, 3:23 left in the third on WPBK FM 102.9. Danville will have it 2nd down and 4 on the Lincoln County 11-yard line. 3:23 to play in the third. Patriots leading 28-20. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, attorney at law in Stanford, by Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, and Health Mart Pharmacy, by LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, Lincoln County's trusted news source, by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Sonia Bratcher, and by the Lincoln County Public Library, where you can read, search, and discover and grow. Crover, handoff to Mew, tries the middle. Lincoln clogs it up. They'll stop him just shy of the 10, it looks like would, so another 3rd down opportunity.
Yep, Brad, looks to be about 3rd and 4.
3rd, and we'll call it a long 3 with 3:03 left in the 3rd. A lot of threes there.
Straight out of Crab Orchard, Lonnie Pruitt says, hold 'em defense.
Big opportunity here. 3rd and 3, Lincoln County leading 28-20. Late into this 3rd quarter. Crover's going to stay in the gun with Mew to his right. 2 receivers split each way. Crover takes the snap, inside give to Mew, tries the middle, mounts, wraps him up, and Mew's able to fall up to the 5. That's going to be enough for a 1st down to set up 1st and goal for Danville.
As speedy as Mounts is there, it looks like the running back, was it Mew that was running it?
Yeah, it was Mew on the carry.
You wouldn't think he'd be have as much power, but he does.
He's a powerful runner, having a big night here for Danville. 2:15 to play in the 3rd, 28-20. Crover brings the play in. Still plenty of time on the PBK bank clock, 21 seconds. Mew in the backfield with Crover. He'll fake it to Mew, keep it himself on the quarterback keep, and he's in. Touchdown. 5-yard run from the Admiral quarterback, Dylan Crover, with 1:56 to play in the 3rd quarter. Cuts the lead to 28-26. And the way Coach Stonebreaker's calling this game, there's no hesitation. He's going to go for 2 here. You know that.
For sure. It's not even the 4th quarter yet, and he's already wanting to go for 2. But after you've seen their extra point kicker.
Yeah, even the couple that went through by the slimmest of margins.
They look like sand wedges when you need a 9-iron.
He'll go from the gun. 2-point conversion. Crover looks to throw, looks right, has a man in the corner. Incomplete. A big time stop on the conversion attempt. And with 1:56 remaining in the 3rd, Lincoln County holding on to a 28-26 lead on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County holding on to a 28-26 lead here with 1:56 left in the third. Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams. Julian Gonder on stats tonight.
What about Coach E back in studio?
Hey, he's getting it done.
Hey, he said pickle juice for those cramps. I think pickle juice is good anytime, not just for cramps.
Admirals kicking right to left. Sasha Wade, the kicker. Tee it up from the 40. Bob Floyd, the deep man for Lincoln County. It's fielded on the 8-yard line. It's Bryson Mullins back in there. And Bryson with a good return up to the 25, and that's where Lincoln County will take over. 1st and 10. 2-point lead thanks to a missed extra point and a failed 2-point conversion. And the Patriots with a chance here, Woods, and this is a big drive here. If they can go down and get 7 again, you can extend this to a 2-score game for the first time tonight.
That's it, Brad. Brad, if you like scoring high school football, this is the game for you.
Arlena McFarland says, keep it up, Pates. Our man Dustin Oney tuned in, cheering on the Pates. Inside give to Curlis on the dive. Danville shuts it down this time after a gain of 2.
Mr. and Ms. Short softly sitting down here in front of us, Brad. Always big Patriot supporters.
Last update we got is Highlands leading Bull County 20-14. Lincoln County leading 28-26 here. 1:15 left in the third. Foster from the gun. Gives it to Curlis. Stretches it out on the right side. Penalty flag thrown in the backfield. Curlis hit at the 30.
Yeah, Brad, that flag was thrown in the area of holding. Yeah.
It's going to be holding on Lincoln County. And let's see if Stonebreaker takes that penalty because it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Oh, he'll take it. He'll take it.
It's going to back him up. It'll stay 2nd down. They'll move the ball back right at the 21. 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, if you're the Patriots, you don't have a need to rush here at all. You've got plenty of time. Your only concern will be the play clock.
Rockcastle County leading Powell County 49-0. 1:01 left here in the third. Lincoln County's going to send 3 receivers to the far side for Foster. He'll go from the gun. Drops back to pass. Danville brings pressure. Tucker hit. Ball up in the air. Tipped around. And Wade with the recovery for Danville inside the 5-yard line. And no celebration penalty. There it is. He's going to get it.
That's the senior there, 52, Sasha Wade.
Wade with a fumble recovery as they blitzed Foster. He returned it down to the 3-yard line, but he's going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
And that really helps Patriots out here.
It does, but now in a game of chess, Danville takes the advantage. Down 2 with the ball inside the Lincoln County red zone after the turnover. There's been 2 turnovers in this game, and both of them came from Lincoln County. Danville, they drew a blitz up at the perfect time.
They did. Plenty in the backfield there. Too many to block. And you feel like almost that we need a turnover.
A turnover or stop on downs is almost a must. 28-26, Lincoln County leads, but Danville in business after the fumble from Foster on the blitz. Then a 15-yard penalty for the celebration after the turnover. Danville will have it. 1st and 10 from the Lincoln County 18. They'll go from the gun again. They've been working out of the spread the second half. Crover fakes it, runs it himself. Crover
Justin
back
Mounts
in the backfield. It's Mounts. A Durham's Grocery sack. Also Pendergraph in there. Looked like Clay was being held, Woods. There is a penalty flag.
That is the penalty flag. He was the defender or the offensive tackle there holding Clay.
Holding on Danville.
What do you do here, Brad?
Face mask on Lincoln, offsetting penalties, and it'll remain 1st down. So the sack is negated too.
My goodness. So we're starting back at 1st down like the play never happened.
It'll be going back to the 18 and be 1st and 10 once again. offsetting penalties. Lincoln County can't catch a break with the penalty flags. 41 seconds left in the third, 28-26. Crover, 2 receivers each way, Mew in the backfield. The give will go to Mew. Tries the left side, and Mounts is in the backfield again. A tackle for loss, and he has stepped it up here in this third quarter. He's been making a living in that Danville backfield.
Mounts has set up shop back there, and he's going to work.
3-yard loss. That's a big play from Justin Mounts. 15 seconds left in the quarter, and Stonebreaker may decide to move this game to the fourth quarter, and he will. And we'll head to quarter number 4 with Lincoln County leading Danville 28-26 on WPBK FM 102.9. We head to quarter number 4 with Lincoln County leading Danville 28-26. Reed Curlis leads the way for Lincoln County, 85 yards on the ground on 13 carries, 2 touchdowns. Tucker Foster, 58 yards on 9 carries, 1 touchdown through the air and 1 on the ground for Tucker. Julian Gonder keeping those stats for us tonight. It'll be Danville Football Woods as we begin this fourth quarter. Second down at 13. They'll have it on their own 22, and then Lincoln County's defense is going to have to step up and, as you mentioned, get a turnover or force a turnover on downs to get this momentum back swinging their way.
And I'm not too picky whether it's turnover or lost ball on downs.
Crover stays in the spread. Mew to his left. Fakes it to Mew, throws it left to Sellers. Sellers catches it on a 22, and he's hit and dropped. Nice open field tackle by Bob Floyd. Sellers might have got back to that original line, Woods.
And I believe he's
see where they place it at.
He's cramping on other sidelines as well, so.
They're going to mark it at the 20, so he picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 11. You already know for sure with the way Stonebreakers called this game, we're in 4-down territory.
You know, that's what Coach Rogers said before the game. Hey, making a tackle in open field. And that's exactly what Bryce Floyd did over there on the other side. Great play.
Yeah, Floyd's had a big game tonight. Over 100 yards receiving. Reed Curlis, over 80 yards rushing. Got a player down on the field. We'll keep it here momentarily. I want to give a big thank you to Dr. Tanner Lay at Central Kentucky Family Vision, proud sponsor of Lincoln County Athletics. He's located right there on Main Street, Woods.
I'm not saying, but may need to give a card to the referees.
Wouldn't hurt to bring it. If we get that eye chart out here during one of these timeouts, we'll take it down there and we'll check them. We'll get Dr. Tanner Lay to check them.
Straight on Main Street.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, attorney at law in Stanford, by Coleman Drugstore and Deli, by Lincoln County DailyNews.com, by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance on your Brecher, and by the Lincoln County Public Library. 3rd and 10. Ball marked on the Lincoln County 19. 11:47 to play in the game. Admirals will send a man in motion. From the gun goes Crover. Looks right, looks middle, lets it go. Pass, picked. Interception. Bobby Floyd picks it off in the end zone. The first turnover of the game. And Lincoln County will get it back, leading 28-26 with 11:40 left.
That's what we needed, Brad. Big turnover. Bob Floyd in end zone. We're going to get the ball on the 20.
Patriots will have it 1st and 10, leading by 2. A huge play for Floyd, who's having a big-time game. Over 100 yards receiving, interception, the senior, making plays when the Patriots need him. Foster leads the troops out. He'll break the huddle with 15 seconds on the PBK bank play clock. Mounts in there at H-back. They're going power formation here. 2 tight end set. Hand off to Curlis. Hitting the backfield and brought down. That was Sasha Wade on the tackle. Wade's had a good game for the Admirals.
He's had a heck of a game. We don't have an answer for him.
Reed does pick up positive yards. We'll give him 1.
He earned every one of those. He was hitting the backfield probably a yard or 2 back.
2nd down and 9. And you know what would be good right here? You can go back to game number 1 when Coach Rogers and this offense basically ran the whole 4th quarter off the clock against Southern.
Make them stop you.
Milkett get that clock inside 10 seconds every time. Foster goes under center. Mounts goes in motion. They'll give it to Curlis. He runs behind Mounts. Big hole opens up. Curlis in daylight. Cut back at the 40. He's at midfield. Tripped up at the 45 and down to the 42. Reed Curlis with a big one.
You stay with your workhorse and you get work yards.
38-yard run. Bluegrass Drugstore first down, and the Patriots are in business.
Credit the line there, Brad. There was a big hole that opened up.
Mounts led the way. He was in there at H-back, went in motion left to right, and Reed went right behind him. That right side did their job. Now, Coach Rogers will slow it back down. 10:25 left. Patriots lead by 2. 1st and 10 on the Danville 42. Drake Willoughby in there at halfback now. Atkins and Floyd at receiver. Mounts at H-back. Foster under center. Give to Willoughby. Willoughby follows the blocking. Good run for Drake. Inside the 40 down to the 37. He picks up 5 on 1st down.
And, Brad, it looks like Danville Admirals is playing a little looser defense, and I would wonder why.
You can stack the box at this point. You know what Lincoln County's wanting to do here. 2nd down and 5. 9:45 left in the game on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Reed Curlis up to 125 yards on the ground tonight.
Way to build on last week's effort.
Back-to-back 100-yard games for the senior, Speed Curlis. Tucker's going to go under center. Play clock down to 4, and Coach Rogers is going to use a builder supply timeout. We'll take a quick break with the Patriots holding on to a 28-26 lead. 9:24 to play on WPBK FM 102.9. .24 left. Lincoln County leading Danville 28-26.
And Brad, if you like Friday Night Lights, tonight's the night to be in Death Valley.
It's packed. Lincoln County holding on to a narrow lead. They have it inside Danville territory. Foster's going to go under center with Curlis in the backfield. Reed over 100 yards. They'll give it to Reed. He'll try the right side. Big hole opens up. He's to the 30. Cuts inside the 25. Spins to the 22.
Late flag, Brad.
We got a penalty flag in the backfield. Man, the right side of that line, the right side of our line is really doing a number, and that's going to be a holding call.
Yeah, that's big A.J. Morgan over there with Matthew Sneed. Now, I think, was Mounts lined up on that side as well?
Mounts, he's been playing H-back. They're shifting him around, but, yeah, they're overloading and going behind him. That's a holding penalty.
The referee had the flag stuck to his pocket for a while because it didn't come out until our runner was 15 yards down the field.
That'll bring it back to the 43. 2nd down and 11. Pendergraph brings the play in from the sideline. Atkins will check out.
Yeah, I got a score from Garrett County, 47-7 over Lewis County tonight.
Oh, that's Tucker Julian he'll check out. Now they got to sprint up, 2 on the play clock, and Coach Rogers, going to have to use that second builder supply timeout as they took too much time, and that's a bad time to take it because you were coming off a penalty. We'll keep it right here. Woods.
Yeah, that felt really, really fast.
Yeah, I can't understand what happened there either. Bull County scores and connects on the extra point to take a 21-20 lead over Highlands inside of 5 minutes to go in the game. So a nail-biter over at Rebel Stadium. We've got a close one here. Lincoln County leads Danville 28-26. 8:52 to play in the game. It'll be second down and 11 out of the timeout. Danville's got all 3 timeouts left. Lincoln County's got 1 builder supply timeout left. Stands are packed on the home side. Danville brought a good number of fans here. The visitor side are packed. The perimeter of the track has fans standing everywhere you look. It's a packed house here in Stanford, KY.
It's about the time of the game you start getting chills, Brad.
Reed Curlis, the lone setback. Foster will go under center. Mounts in there at H-back. Atkins and Floyd, the receivers. Tucker takes the snap. Play action pass. Looking, nothing there. Now Tucker in trouble. Hitting the backfield. Breaks the tackle and finally sacked. Back at the 48. I like the play call there. Danville did a good job. They were ready for it.
They did.
I like the idea of going play action there.
Chuck Clay Pendergraph was streaking down the middle on a tight end, but the safety picked him up. Good play by Danville, the Sasha kid in the backfield again.
And Lincoln County in trouble now. Ball marked all the way back at the 48. It's going to be third down and 16. Clock will be right at 8 minutes when they break the huddle here. And snap the ball. Play clock under 3. Foster takes a snap. 3-step drop. Lets it go. Has a man. Pendergraph and Sellers with a tremendous pass breakup for Danville.
Had his man, just a little bit more air under it. Great play
by
the defender.
Had Clay Pendergraph out in the flats, and Sellers came out of nowhere to break it up. And Lincoln County's going to have to punt for the first time tonight with 7:58 to go. Clock, it will stop. So the penalties stop that Lincoln County drive. They were in business there.
Yeah, that ball was on the money. Clay was there. Sellers just had other intentions.
Foster's on to do the punting duty. Man gets on late for Lincoln County. High snap goes over Tucker's head. Tucker tracks it down. He's in trouble. Picks it up. Gets the pass off. It's incomplete at the Danville sidelines.
For grounding.
And that's going to be intentional grounding because it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And Danville's going to have the ball after the bad snap inside the Lincoln 30-yard line. Woods.
The refs
trailing by 2.
Talking still. Not sure what they're discussing there. He's probably asking what the rule is, maybe.
Hey, Tucker did all he could do there. Intentional grounding from Foster, and Danville will take over right where that penalty occurred. But on that bad snap, your main objective there is just not let Danville pick it up and run it in for a touchdown.
And you can check that box. That was a good pickup by Tucker there to try to make a play out of nothing.
But Danville in business. 1st and 10 on the Lincoln 22 after the bad snap. And Kruger's going to go back under center with Mew behind him. They ran power out of this a lot behind that tight end.
And then they're doing the same play.
They're going to run it again. They try the left side, and here comes Mounts. Hits him in the backfield. Another tackle for loss for Mounts, and he's had at least 3 in this second half.
And, Brad, you can credit that, I'm going to say, to the halftime adjustments made by Coach Rogers and staff. They were ready for the right guard, right tackle pulling on that play that worked really well for them in the first half and shut it down.
Good halftime adjustment from this defensive staff and Coach Rogers. 2nd and 12, 7:20 left. Patriots lead by 2. Admirals have it on the Lincoln 24. Stonebreaker gets the play into Kruger. He'll go back under center with Mew behind him. 1 receiver each way. He'll give it to Mew. Same exact play on that left side of Mew this time with a good run.
Reed Curtis riding him down.
Reed brings him down, but he's inside the 15.
Same play.
I'd say they've ran that play at least a dozen times tonight. It'll be 3rd and 5. Good job by Curlis. Mew is a handful in that open field. They'll mark him down at the 16. 3rd and 5 from there. Patriots with a 2-point lead. 6:37 to play in the game on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Crover will go under center once again. He'll turn, give it to Mew. Exact same play again. They block it well. Mew gets the sideline. He's gone. Touchdown. Javion Mew scores from 16 yards out to give Danville their first lead of the night, 32-28, with 6:21 to play in the game.
And, Brad, you got to think Stonebreaker has seen something on that to run that play 3 times in a row.
Especially after the first one, you got stopped for a negative 2-yard loss. I'm not so sure he got in. It was a
as long as the referee thinks he got in.
That's all that matters. Still plenty of time here. 6:21 to play. Danville's going to go for 2 with a 4-point lead, which is the wise decision. Crover's going to go from the shotgun. Rolls right. Now looks back to throw it left. He's got a man breaking free. Back of the end zone. Jump ball. Caught.
Great catch. Great
throw. Good catch in the back of that end zone.
We've got holding. We've got holding on Danville.
Pass was caught by Cam Peters, but it will be coming back. Penalty flag.
Hey, Bryson Mullins was there. Played the ball well. The quarterback just threw it to where only his guy could get it.
Yeah, Peters is a tall player for these Admirals. Stands about 6'3". You could tell it on that jump ball.
I believe if I'm Stonebreaker, I'm going again. I don't have the leg to kick this extra point.
No, from what we've seen from their
sand wedge, not nine iron.
They're going to go 32-28. Danville with their first lead. They're going to go for 2. Ball marked on the 16. Maybe same play. Would you make those jump ball to Cameron Peters again?
Or
shotgun snap. They're looking toward Peters. Mullins over there. Good coverage. And it's incomplete, but a flag.
Brad, I don't think I agree. Bryson Mullins did a great job of turning his head back around, looking for the ball.
Going to be defensive pass interference, so Danville will be right back where they started 2 plays ago on the first 2-point conversion.
I believe that's just half distance, isn't it?
I think on the conversion you get the full penalty. We'll see, though. I may be wrong. You may be right here. I hope you are. Yeah, half the distance. We'll take that. So the third 2-point conversion attempt. This one will be from the 6.
Dustin Oney told me to say that, by the way.
32-28. Danville with their first lead of the night. This will be their third 2-point conversion attempt of this series of plays, and Crover's going to go from the gun this time. 2 receivers to the far side. Back to pass, looks over the middle, incomplete. No penalty flag this time. The third time's a charm for the Lincoln County defense, but the Patriots trail. 6:21 left. Admirals 32, Patriots 28 on WPBK FM 102.9. 6:21 left in the game. Lincoln County trails for the first time in the game and also the first time this year. Thank you to CPA Julian Gonder for that stat. That's a good one there, Woods. First time they trail this year.
Talking about debits and credits.
Numbers guy.
The numbers guy. Shout out to the cheerleaders tonight. They always put on a good show, entertainment, get the fans fired up. They hit up the 9/11 parade yesterday in downtown Stanford along with the football team.
Coach Amy Baston. Admirals kicking left to right. Bob Floyd, the deep man. He'll tee it up on the 40. End over end kick. Fielded at the 10 by Bryson Mullins. And Bryson will take off toward the Danville sideline, and another penalty flag's already out.
There's another
and here
flag.
comes another one. Why not?
Everybody get rid of your flags. I believe we're going to have offsetting. What do you think, Brad?
We got a block in the back.
We got a hold, block in the back, and we've got a unsportsmanlike on Danville, is my guess.
I think we got 3 flags now, right?
Well, there's 5 referees. We're missing 2.
Yeah. 2 of them didn't get the memo. 6:14 left. Patriots trailing by 4. Unsportsmanlike on Danville and illegal hands to the back on Danville. So 2 penalties on Danville. That's a
well.
rarity.
I'm not sure why they're stepping it off for so far back, though, Brad. He was at the 29s where he was stopped, it looked like. Or that 19.
After all that, Lincoln's going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 27. Trailing by 4, 6:14 to go. Patriots have 1 timeout. Tucker Foster, the junior, breaks the huddle with Curlis in the backfield. Curlis over 130 yards on the ground tonight. 2 receivers to the near side. Mullins will come in motion, and here's another stop.
There's the other 2 flags.
Timeout Danville. We'll take a quick break, too. Patriots trail by 4 with 6:14 left on WPBK FM 102.9. Patriots will have it. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Hand off to Curlis. Good blocking up front. Reed pushes the ball up near the 33-yard line. He'll gain 6. You'll take it on 1st down, Woods.
Every play. I take 6 yards all the way to the end zone.
Clock inside of 6 minutes now. 2nd down and 5. Lincoln County with plenty of time here. Trailing by 4. First time they've trailed this season and in this game. Tucker will go from the gun. Curlis to his left. Curlis over 140 on the ground now. Hand off to Reed. Reed, a good hole opens up. Looked like he had a lot of running room, and Danville closed it down quickly at the 40-yard line. Still picks up 2, so it's 3rd and short. But I thought he had a big gap open up on that right side.
Well, it looked like the snap was off, or the reception of the snap was off. But Speed Curlis came away with it.
It's worth noting we've not seen the senior Cash Smith since really that 2nd drive of the game. He had over 40 yards.
So you're without Damon Spiegel and Cash Smith. 2
leading rushers on the season out. Curlis has done a fine job. They'll go back to him here on the dive, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Muscled it up.
Needed a couple and gets it to the 39. He actually, with that spot, picked up 4, and that's a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down. 4:42 left. 32-28 Danville with a 1st and 10 for Lincoln County. Mounts is checking back in.
Reed Curlis has hit a different gear this year. He's shown his athleticism. Back from injury from a couple years in a row.
Tucker keeps him in the gun. Goes right back to Reed. He'll try the middle again. Past the 45, up to the 47. 8 more yards. Reed Curlis churning them out. Patriots will have another 2nd and short, now approaching Danville territory at the 47-yard line.
I'd try the counter here, Brad. Let's see how disciplined the defensive line is.
I think Coach Rogers, in a perfect world, wants to score with very little time left. But when you're trailing, you just want to score, right? Mounts goes in motion left to right. Tucker takes the snap. He'll follow Mounts. He runs it inside the 45. Cut back down to the 40. 13 yards. 1st and 10, Lincoln County.
Yeah, Tucker just gets on the gravy train there again, Brad, and rides it all the way down the field.
That's a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down. They'll have it on the Danville 40. 3:20 on the clock. 1 Builder Supply timeout in the pocket of Coach Levi Rogers. Still plenty of time. You can be patient and keep running here.
Yeah, I call that the power draw. Fake it to your running back and follow him up.
Danville stacks the line, and they go to Reed anyway. He nearly slipped that first tackle, Woods, and had he done so, he may have been off to the races. Instead, he's tripped up after a short gain of 1, and the clock is inside of 3 minutes now, down to 2:47. Maybe want to show a little more urgency here. You're still 39 yards out.
I like Johnny Football. Been kind of quiet tonight on the offensive side.
Johnny brings the play call in. Clock down to 2:32. 2nd down and 9. Mounts in there at H-back, 1 receiver each way. So some confusion here, and they don't really have time for this.
They've got 7 seconds.
Danville stacks the line again. Fakes it to Reed. Tucker keeps it. Gets off the right side. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 30. Down to the 25. Falls to the 23. Foster with another big run. 16 more yards. Another Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down.
Pure grit there, Brad.
20. They'll mark it on the 23, it looks like.
Well, let's ask the stat man. How many was that, Julian?
17-yard run. I was looking where they were going to mark him. 23-yard line. We're inside of 2 minutes. Lincoln County has 1 timeout. 1st and 10. Bob Floyd split out to the left side, the near side. Atkins will go out on the far side toward the Danville sideline. Curlis and Foster from the gun. Curlis to Tucker's left. They'll give it to Reed right up the gut. Gets it inside the 20, it looks like.
Brad, I know you want to score, but I don't want to score with any time on the clock.
No, but you just got to score. You don't want to run out of time. We're down to 1:23. You only got the 1 timeout. 2nd and 7 from the Danville 20. 32-28, Admirals lead. 1:10 left. Tucker's going to set up in the gun, down to 105. 1 receiver each way. Hand off to Curlis again, right up the middle. Big hole opens up. Reed breaks the tackle. Going to be close to the
They've
first
got to blow
down.
the whistle after
late,
6 minutes of.
Late whistle, but no penalty flag there. Clock stopped. Looks like Reed's going to be right at the yard to gain for the first. They're going to put him at the 12. I think he needed the 13. They restart the clock. They got to go here. 1st and 10. They mark him at the 13. 48 seconds left. Lincoln County has 1 timeout. Foster from the gun. Gives it to Curlis again. Hitting the backfield. Breaks the tackle. And slammed all the way back at the 19. Maybe a face mask.
I don't see any laundry yet.
No face mask. And Coach Rogers is going to have to use his Builder Supply timeout. That's his last one.
Well, if you're not nervous now, you're not going to be nervous this game.
Reed lost 3 yards. Timeout on the field. Danville leading 32-28. 34 seconds left. Danville has 2 timeouts left. Lincoln County has none after having to use it there. The ball will be marked on the Danville 16-yard line. So with no timeouts, Woods, you've really put yourself in a position here to where you're probably going to have to throw the ball.
Well, right now in the huddle, they're not going over just this next play, but they're going over what ifs and what will we do when this happens.
Bull County has defeated Fort Thomas Highlands 21-20. 34 seconds left. Foster will go from the gun, Curlis to his left. 2 receivers to the far side. 2nd down and 13.
They're bringing the house.
Danville showing pressure. Tucker looks to throw, penalty flag out. Encroachment on Danville. Good call there, Woods. They were bringing it. And if you are Coach Rogers and you see that, this may be where you sneak Big Chuck over the middle. Right where those linebackers are coming from.
I like that fake handoff to Reed and hit Chuck Taylor.
5-yard penalty, moves it to the 13, 2nd down and 8. 33 seconds left. Now they're talking to the clock operator. $34 they won, I think. What are they saying?
34-02? 34 points.
So they add a couple of tenths to the clock. 2nd and 8. They mark it on the 11.
Hickey.
Tucker from the gun. Takes the snap. Rolls to his left. Looks end zone. He's got Floyd. Throw. Short hopping. And a late hit. Tucker Foster took a late hit back here. He's still down. No penalty flag. Looked like Tucker was hit late.
Tucker's been favoring a shoulder, it looked like, all
game. He gets up off the turf. So it'll be 3rd down at 8. Got an injured Danville player, and that really helps Lincoln County because it's going to give them time to huddle up and talk over, as you mentioned, Woods, not the next play, but the next 2 here. It's 3rd down.
3rd down here. What are we going to do if we don't score on 3rd down?
The ball will be on the Admiral 11. 29 seconds left. Danville with a 32-28 lead. Lincoln County led the entire game, and Danville took the lead about midway through this 4th quarter for the first time.
Brad, if you're Coach Rogers, what's the game plan?
I think Danville's going to bring pressure. They've done that a few times on 3rd and 4th down tonight. I still go back. I like the middle here. You got Pendergraft, a big, tall target. Maybe put Bob Floyd in the slot. I'm rolling the dice. They're blitzing, and I'm going to try to beat them where they're coming from. That was a good play call they dialed up there on that.
Yeah, pretty well blocked.
Had Floyd just right there. Right, here we go. 3rd and 8. 29 seconds left. Foster will go from the gun. He's got Floyd to the near side. Curlis in the backfield. Danville shows pressure. Tucker rolls toward the Lincoln sideline. Sets up, throws over the middle. Wide open. It's Clay Pendergraft. Touchdown. 11-yard TD pass to Big Chuck.
Clay Pendergraft.
Just like we predicted.
Brad Smith drew that up. Sent it down to Coach Rogers.
24 seconds left. Lincoln County regains the lead, 34-32. Brody Baker on for the extra point. Danville will have 2 timeouts. This is a big extra point.
Huge. Not really. They don't have a field goal kicker.
High snap. Hazlett gets it down. Baker gets it off. It's good. 35-32 with 24 seconds to play in the game. Lincoln County with a tremendous time-consuming drive and some gutsy plays from Tucker Foster, Reed Curlis, and the whole gang have regained the lead over the Danville Admirals. They got to be careful. Danville's got
all right, let's calm down. Calm down.
Danville's got some big-time return men here. Sellers nearly broke one to begin the game. There's If it's me, there's no way I'm kicking one deep here.
I'd do the pop-up kick to about the 25, 20-yard line maybe, where they have to fair catch it.
Shout out to Superintendent Smith, says go Patriots. Lincoln County with a 3-point lead. 24 seconds left. Danville does have 2 timeouts left. And a dangerous return man and Trendon Sellers back there. Hughes going to be out there.
If you're not doing a pop kick, are you going to squib it?
Baker's done a good job with that pop kick. Of course, Eli Roberts has covered it well. He's another one out with injury tonight we've not talked about. Problem with the pop, Woods, you're taking a risk on giving it to them around the 40 or 45 if they do anything at all with it.
They do have, the scoreboard's got 2 timeouts left, Brad.
Danville with 2 timeouts. Baker's going to kick off right to left. It's the squib kick, and it's a good one.
Uh-oh.
Sellers fumbles it at the 20. Lincoln County in pursuit. Sellers heads out toward the left side, and he's hit and dropped at the 36. Baker with a good squib kick. And Lincoln County did a good job covering that kick.
Could tell number 3 there made that tackle over there. Saved the Patriots.
16 seconds. The best thing about that is you also wasted 8 seconds. Danville with 2 timeouts. Can't let them get behind you. And we have seen these receivers do it. Peters and Sellers are dangerous. Got to get them safeties back. Kruger going to go from the gun. Danville gets the player off. They had too many men on the field. That's
obviously the refs didn't see it.
They got away with that. And there comes a penalty. Maybe one did see it.
No, it was the takeoff early play. That's what they tried to run.
The Arena League play. They scored the touchdown on early in the game, and they called for it this time. That's a 5-yard penalty.
And so the referees met up at halftime and said, what do we need to work on? And I guarantee that was the number 1 thing to work on coming out the second half.
They had to back them up to the 31. 1st and 15, 16 seconds left. Lincoln County leading 35-32.
I'd rather get that call there than the end of the first half, Brad.
Lincoln County's going to put 3 linemen on the line of scrimmage on defense. 4 linebackers, 5 DBs.
They broke the huddle again with too many people. No call.
Kruger back to pass. Plenty of time. Rose left. Looks downfield. Had a wide open man at the 45 and didn't seem, threw it out of bounds. Lincoln got away with one, Woods. He had Cameron Peters wide open at the 45 of Kruger.
He did, and you think that's only a 10-yard gain, Brad, but giving the ball to Peters in open space, he showed the first half that is not a good idea.
10 seconds left. Danville 2 timeouts. 2nd and 15 on their own 31. Lincoln County leads 35-32. Kruger, shotgun, looks to pass, plenty of time. Rose left, lobs it up, and threw it out of bounds again. 5 seconds left.
Brad, you got to think this is the last play probably.
Lincoln County DB's doing a job here. Yeah, you got to just throw the go route here.
And I wouldn't be shocked if they throw it out to
you can't let Sellers. You can't let Sellers get behind.
I believe I'd lock somebody in close on him.
Crowd on their feet.
Be ready. I think that's what they're going to try to do. Try to get him the ball in open field.
Big Red Nation on their feet.
I'd send him over here.
3rd and 15. 35-32, and they're going to use one of those timeouts. We'll keep it here.
Oh, my goodness.
Lincoln County with a 3-point lead. Stay tuned after the game as we go over the final stats, the scoring plays, and try to catch up with some post-game interviews. Probably bring them up in the booth tonight.
You are doing a really good job of staying calm here tonight, Brad, because Julian is not.
We got Julian Gonder on stats, Philip Smith on the live stream, Tim Estes back in the studio.
I think I heard Tim Estes, Coach E, yelling from downtown
Everybody
Stanford.
In the stadium's on their feet. 5 seconds left. Lincoln County leads Danville 35-32. The Patriots have only beat Danville twice ever, 3 if you count a forfeit. This could do back-to-back. Snap to Kruger.
They took off early again, no call.
Kruger gets hit, gets it off, tipped up, incomplete, 1 second left.
Oh, my goodness.
1 second left. That was a long 4 seconds, Woods.
Boy, oh boy.
Whoa,
Everybody's
man.
looking down at the clock operators right now.
That was a long 4 seconds. I'm not even gonna look down there. 1 second left. 4th down and 15. 35-32 Patriots. 1 play left for the Admirals. They have dangerous players everywhere.
One more play. Get in
From
there.
the gun. Over the middle. The pass. Tipped. Incomplete.
Ball
And
game.
that'll put a bouquet on it. Lincoln County defeats Danville for back-to-back years for the first time in school history by a final score of 35-32. We'll recap it next. The Patriots over the Admirals on WPBK-FM 102.9. Lincoln County has knocked off Danville 35-32 in a thriller. They make a stand on 4th down. Lincoln County led basically the whole game. Danville took the lead for the first time midway through that 4th quarter. The Patriots answer on a long time-consuming drive and a touchdown pass from Tucker Foster to Clay Pendergraft to give the Patriots the lead. Brody Baker's extra point made it 35-32. We're waiting on some final stats here from Julian Gonder. Woods Adams down on the field. We're going to do the post-game interviews in the booth tonight. Coach Rogers is going to join us along with our Inter-County Energy lineman of the game, which is going to be Justin Mounts, and our guarding, exterminating, and Bee Green Lawn Care player of the game, which is going to be Bob Floyd. See if we can get Reed Curlis up here too. Reed and Bob both had a big game. They're going to have to come up here. We're waiting on some final stats too. Woods Adams on his way back up here with Levi Rogers. We're going to get some players. Trying to grab a few here. We're going to get Bob Floyd with us, Justin Mounts, and we'll see if we can catch up with Reed Curlis too. They're going to come up here tonight and join us in the booth. Julian Gonder working on them final stats. Let's see. Got Reed Curlis ended up with 153 yards on 23 carries, a couple rushing touchdowns. Cash Smith had 42 rushing, limited due to injury. Tucker Foster, 82 on the ground. Drake Willoughby was 6. We'll get the guys up here. They're almost made their way here. As the Lincoln County Patriots have knocked off Danville 35-32 in a thriller here at Death Valley. First time in school history they've won back-to-back. Got Bob Floyd. I'll go ahead and get you on here with me, Bob. Bob Floyd on with us. The senior wide receiver had a big night, over 100 yards receiving, Bob. Great job on offense, and then really one of the more pivotal plays of the night. Tell us about the big interception back in the end zone to stop that Danville drive.
If you want me to be honest, it was a broken coverage, and I just saw the ball go in the air, and I just tried to make a play for it, and somehow got there. I really don't know how I did.
It's a big play, Bob, and you're no stranger to big plays. Made some big plays through the air, too. Let's go back to the second quarter. Tucker finds you on that 68-yard touchdown pass. What's going through your mind there when you're sprinting up the sideline? You got single coverage. You had him beat. Tell us about that touchdown catch.
Man, I caught it, and I was really just thinking, don't cramp, don't cramp, don't cramp as I was going down the sideline. And luckily I didn't. We scored, and that was a big play for, to get us going on offense, really.
Now let's move or fast forward to the fourth quarter. That final drive, Danville takes the lead for the first time midway through the quarter. You got Coach Rogers. We've seen you all put these drives together before where you can just eat the clock up. What are y'all talking about in the huddle on that last drive?
Don't fumble the ball. Keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. That was our biggest thing, and luckily we kept onto the ball and got in there eventually.
Congratulations, Bob. This is the first time in school history. I know you know this. Levi's talked about it. I know whether we've ever beat Danville back-to-back years. That's something to hang your hat on. Thanks for joining us here in the booth. Go be with your teammates.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next, we'll get on Justin Mounts, number 9. He's going to be our inter-county energy lineman of the game. And, Justin, I'm going to give it to you for 2 different reasons. Reason number 1, the defense. You came out after halftime and you were making a living in the backfield. What were you doing? What did y'all talk about at halftime for you to cause havoc in the backfield like you did in the second half?
Well, we went out. When we went up to the locker room, we were talking about how we were thinking they were going to switch back to Clay, about how they took the H and the tight end from my side, rushed them over to Clay's side, and then ran that power over there. So we switched, and then we found out that they weren't just aiming it towards Clay. So we decided to stick me over there, and I was going to just manhandle Moody over there.
That's a good way to put it. You did just that in the second half. You made a living in the backfield, several tackles for a loss. Now let's switch over to the offense. A lot of people don't realize this about you. You're a lineman, but you also come in and play a lot of H-back. They'll put you in motion. You do a lot of lead blocking. And on those last couple of drives, we were definitely running right behind you. What's going through your mind on that last drive when you know you're anchoring those big holes to open it up for Reed and Tucker to run behind?
I'm just thinking, open the hole, let my backs do their thing. Let's get up, let's score, let's win this game and get out of here.
Justin, you're our inter-county energy lineman of the game. I appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to get Reed Curlis on with us.
Get on there, Reed.
We're doing co-players of the game for our Guardian Exterminating and B Green Lawn Care. We've already talked to Bob Floyd. Bob over the 100-yard mark with 105 yards receiving tonight. And then Reed Curlis, back-to-back 100-yard rushing games for you now. 153 yards rushing tonight. A couple more touchdowns. Just awesome performance, man. You did a lot of great things on defense, but I want to talk about the offense first. What are you seeing on those dive plays? Talk about your line and just what's going through your head on those dive plays as we're trying to run the clock out and also score.
I'm just trying to hit the hole hard. I'm looking for the cutback most of the time. We're getting a really good push up front, so just run behind my big men and try to get as many yards as I can.
Reed, back-to-back 100-yard games. The backfield's kind of been beat up. Everybody knows that. It's next man up, and that's been the attitude of this team all year. Y'all have moved to 4-0. You've got back-to-back 100-yard rushing games, and we've got it back-to-back wins over Danville now for the first time in school history.
Yes, sir. You know, both our main running backs went down, so, I just have to step up and play both sides of the ball and power through it.
Hey, I got to correct you, brother. When you run for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns, we got another main running back. Congratulations. Go be with your team.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll get on head coach Levi Rogers. I know he wants to get out too. I'm glad he come up and joined us, but we can't miss an opportunity to talk to you, Coach, after this big win. Take us through it, Coach. It was a back-and-forth game. We knew what it would be. Coach Stonebreaker was riverboat gambling all night. I mean, he was going to go for it. He was going to press. And I felt like your guys had control of the whole game. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. We give up the lead for the first time, not only in the game, but on the season. What did you tell the kids right then and there before you sent the special teams out to receive that kickoff after we go down?
We kind of just got together there, and it was a big smile. I kind of gave them that big smile because what we came in the season saying was, what do we do when adversity hits? We know we're good enough to play when we get ahead and all that kind of stuff, but how do you respond when adversity hits? And you're right, that's the first time they took the lead. Adversity punched us right in the mouth, but like I said, those kids kind of grinned back at me and got after it. We got the job done.
Hey, we battled through injuries, Coach. You got Cash back tonight. I'm assuming he probably got banged up again. He came out early.
Yeah.
I got off to a good start. Reed has come in and done a fine job running the bay. But I want to talk about one kid we didn't interview up here. What about the hard running and the hits your quarterback took tonight and the stuff that young man did on the field on those last couple drives?
Yeah, Tucker's a really tough kid, man. There's a lot of guys that battled and played their guts out tonight. It was a hard-hitting game, back and forth. Both teams were kind of using some tempo, which wears everybody out. So it was a straight-up fight, but we know how tough Tucker is. We're going to put it on Tucker's back, and I think it's funny. Coach Spiegel always tells me, that kid's made of iron. So I kind of think that too. He can take a beating and he just gets right back up. So I'm glad Tucker's on my team.
Yeah, Tucker took a lot of big hits tonight, and he also gave a lot of big hits, running the ball in on defense. Let's talk about Danville real quick. They came in 3-0. You've heard a lot of chatter. Didn't really know what to expect. You've heard some people talk about, schedule, this and that. They passed the eye test for me, Coach. When I see them here tonight, they've got speed. They've got young guys. This is a big-time win for Lincoln County. You're from here. You played here. You coached here. You've lived here. Even when you weren't on the staff, you're a fan of this program.
Right.
What's it mean to beat them finally in back-to-back years?
It feels great. I can't lie. That Danville's a team that we ain't beat very often, at all. So it feels good to get 2 wins over them. They're a really good football team. Coach Stonebreaker's a really good coach, and he's got those guys firing on all cylinders. I expect them to just keep getting better as well. But, it was a good, hard-fought win tonight. Good football for everybody to watch out here.
Absolutely. Lincoln County defeats Danville 35-32. We're catching up with head coach Levi Rogers. Coach, I'm going to let you go get with the boys and celebrate. Thanks for joining us. Proud of you, buddy.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Lincoln County knocks off Danville 35-32. We had a chance to catch up with Justin Mounts, Reed Curlis, Bob Floyd, and Coach Rogers. I thank you for joining us. We'll take one quick last look. Julian Gonder has us some final stats to look at. Reed Curlis, 153 yards on 23 carries. Reed also had a couple of rushing touchdowns. Cash Smith finished with 42 yards. Tucker Foster, 82 yards rushing. Drake Willoughby was 6. And through the air, Bob Floyd, 105 yards, hit that century mark, had a touchdown catch. And then shout out to the man, Clay Pendergraft, a game-winning touchdown pass on an 11-yard pass from Tucker Foster. And Lincoln County defeats Danville 35-32. That's going to wrap up our coverage. For Brad Smith alongside Woods Adams, Phillip Smith on the YouTube live stream, Julian Gonder on stats, and Tim Estes back in the studio. We appreciate you tuning in to Patriot Football as Lincoln County defeats Danville for the first time ever in back-to-back years by a final score of 35-32 on WPBK FM 102.9.